Hello, welcome. Can you hear us?
Hello.
So, oh look, we got the
Got fancy
poster still there.
background.
Let me take that down.
My shoulder
So-
looks great though.
Welcome everybody to Herd Collective, Herd at Home number 16.
16, wow.
So I feel like we need to organize a 20th anniversary party or something. Anniversary, that's the wrong word.
Sounds like another PJ party.
Absolutely. PJ part 2.
Hey, like a portmanteau.
PJ part 2. PJ part 2. PJ part 2. Oh, I like it.
PJ part 2.
I didn't even mean to make that. There you go. Ahead of me. So hello everybody. I've seen some familiar names here. We've got
Hi,
John
everyone.
Bailey. Hi Edward Plowman. Chris Hedges. Ian Mason.
Terry,
Danny Brown.
Michael, Viv,
Peter. Sarah.
Keith,
Mike.
Martin,
Andy. Ilsa.
John.
John. Wait, did we say John at the same time?
Yeah.
Nice. Terry.
Sazra. Hi, Sazra. We've got
Brilliant.
Sazra here, who
Steve.
is a female producer. So we've spoken
Yeah.
a lot about how we're lacking in female producers. So
Absolutely.
honoured to have Sazra here.
Yeah, indeed. Well, thank you very much for tuning in and seeing other new people as well. I've seen a few new names. Hello, Leo. Not new, but no, Leo's been watching our streams for the past few months.
Leo from
He's on
Iowa.
a pineapple wheat beer tonight.
That sounds great. I want some.
Very nice.
Bikini bottom.
Oh dear.
Hi, Colin
Brilliant.
and Andy and Peter.
Yeah, and Steve as well. Hearing heard loud and clear. Very good. Hi, Mike. Happy birthday for, was it yesterday?
Oh, happy birthday,
Hope
Mike.
you had a nice day. So, yeah, Hush Up by Country Roads as a little reprise for the PJ party, maybe.
If anyone missed our PJ party before, it ended in the world's most unique mashup of Take Me Home Country Roads with Hushabye Mountain. Or we tried anyway.
Well, we tried, certainly. Between laughter, we managed to pretty much do it. But hi, Tony. Nice to see you. Hi, Michael. Marguerite. Yeah. Oops, Marguerite. Where's the Marguerite message you've sent? I can't see it. Oh, there you are. Cherry Ann. Marguerite and Cerise. Very nice. I like those nicknames. Hi, James. Nice to see you. And
Hi,
I want
James,
to also
and-
say
yeah,
thank you
you're
for
gonna-
James. Yeah, because James has been really kind and he's actually donated money towards our StreamYard subscription, which we've been paying for now for the past, well, I say we, he's actually been paying
James.
for the past 3 months or 4 months or so.
3 months, yeah.
So
And
thank you so much,
So
James.
thank you, James, for
that.
continuing that subscription for us.
Absolutely.
We're very, very grateful. It means that we are currently broadcasting to Facebook and YouTube. So without the
Yes.
subscription, we couldn't do that.
Exactly. So thank you so much, James. And so let's introduce our guest if she's ready. We're going to ask her to give us a thumbs up. Yes.
Yes,
Okay, she's
got a
ready.
thumbs up. Hooray!
So we have a really talented singer-songwriter joining us tonight who we've had the pleasure of sharing the stage with a few times. Sharing the stage, that was quite a tongue twister. So we've played a few festivals and also some house parties. In fact, actually, maybe Andy Faulkner's listening. If he's listening, then you'll know who we're talking about. And we actually met her for the first time at the Spice of Life, where she played a set before we did, I think. And that was where we first discovered her. And
The Spice of Life, the meeting of many wonderful people.
absolutely. So we're big fans, and I think you will be too once you hear her.
Yes.
So
If you
We're
haven't
ready.
already heard her on a
Yes,
hard
yes.
lineup.
indeed, or on many of the other things that she plays herself, of course. So
Yes.
right, are we ready to introduce her on?
Yes, everybody, welcome the amazing
Jessie
Hi.
and her microphone.
And my microphone.
we have a separate visual for the microphone. I
This
know that
is-
it doesn't make any sense, but
This is
This is-
Jessie's microphone down here.
yeah. So one of the obviously you can see Jessie with her guitar, and that is her visual. But the audio is coming from the other screen. That is the best thing we could do to make the technology work for us today. But yeah, so that's why there's a slightly wonky looking screen this week. But hopefully it all will go to plan, and knock on wood, you'll get nice sound and nice visual as well. So so Jessie Reid, how are you doing?
I'm very well, thank you. Yeah, thanks for having me on. I'm sorry about the technical issues.
No worries. I wasn't meaning in any way like that. I just
No.
obviously, these things
We
happen.
got there. We can see you. We can hear you. What more could we want?
Indeed.
And now we're promoting the herd badge as well. So.
Well, exactly.
Yeah.
It's just all going, it's all working out.
It's our herd sticker design there. So lucky people out there might have herd stickers. That's the design.
So I'm seeing. Oh yes, Alan said he saw all three of us in Coventry. Yes, at the big comfy bookshop. We had a great
Yes,
gig
that was
there.
last October, I think.
Indeed, yeah. Alan came to see that. Thank you so much, Alan.
And were
we're
you
hoping we can-
nearby anyway, Jessie?
Yeah, so I live near Birmingham, so it's just down the road. So
Is that where you are right
I was
now?
coming to see you. Yeah. So
Yeah.
I live up here now. So
Amazing.
Yeah.
We were
Fair
so
enough.
grateful that you came and joined us at the big comfy bookshop. It was really lovely to have
Oh
you.
no, well I was going to come to see you anyway. So I thought.
Aw.
Wow, well, worked out perfectly because we got to hear your
Yeah.
beautiful music as well. So
Yeah. And I think Mike was there as well, if I remember rightly. And Keith was there.
yeah.
And John. So
That's right.
few
Yeah,
of
Mike.
our
That was the
audience
first
were
time
there.
Mike had actually seen us. Yeah, and I think the only time so far. But then of course lockdowns happened, so we haven't been able to venture out any more. But hopefully we'll return there because it's a really cool venue. Really liked it. So yeah. And Tony said he saw you at the Spice of Life. There you go.
yeah.
Oh, cool.
You played a lot at the Spice of Life,
Sorry.
right, Jessie?
Yeah, it's my it's my favourite place to play, I think, and it's where I met you guys as well. So
Yeah.
Indeed.
cool.
Indeed.
And
Yeah.
you know some of the people I've met there as well.
Oh, including somebody who's
Barry
in the,
Locke.
yeah, who's in the comments. I
Yeah.
saw.
Barry here.
I was here.
Yay, Barry, nice to see you.
Barry loves you, Jessie. I mean, we all love you.
Yeah.
but He
But,
said
yeah,
today.
was
Oh, I might
excited.
actually watch today because Jessie's on the screen.
Yeah, like thanks Barry. Nice to know you. You like us so much that that's the only time you watch. But yeah, no. Barry is brilliant as an artist as well, and he's actually moving to Ireland, I believe. So he's also moving out of London in that sense. So
Because he's from
miss
Ireland,
him.
Northern Ireland, so
yeah,
we're going to miss you, Barry.
we are indeed. And he's saying here, nice to see you again, Jess Reid. Time goes by, is forever playing. Oh, right, I see. It's forever playing in my head.
That's your song.
Oh,
Yes,
okay.
I was going to say, wait, that doesn't make
Yeah.
sense as a sentence, but then I realised what he meant. Okay.
Are you going to sing that one tonight?
Well, if Barry's watching, I better have.
Oh.
Well, you don't. You don't.
You don't have to.
Play what you want to play.
Yeah. No, I
Actually,
think I will. But yeah.
do you feel ready to share a song?
Yeah. Perfect.
And
Alright.
it
Yeah,
doesn't have
this
to
is
be
one,
times go by. It could be anything.
No. This is one I wrote for the acoustic guitar project, which
Ah,
yeah.
very
And then
cool.
it's just sort of stuck around. So I've never thought. Cause I usually take ages. I spend ages writing a song, so
Mm.
to write one in a week was unusual. But it's kind of stuck. So yeah.
No, there you
Well,
go.
it's a brilliant song, so I can't wait to hear it again.
All right, so we're going to leave you with the wonderful Jessie, but you'll be sharing. She'll be sharing the screen with her
With
microphone,
myself,
so you
yeah.
won't get the full on view, but you'll get hopefully enough. So here we go. This is Jessie and her microphone. Wait a second.
Perfect. We're lost at stormy seas. Find me a way out, come rescue me. Sail in my paper boat. Find me a way so we can stay afloat. How we learn, how we start, how we fix these broken hearts. How we learn, how we start. Be the lifeboat for my mind. Give me answers I can find alone. Find alone. the stormy seas. Find me a way so you can rescue me. How we learn, how we start, how we fix these broken hearts. How we learn, how we start. Be reliable for my mind. Give me answers I can find alone. Find alone. Be reliable for my mind. Give me answers I can find alone. Find alone. Lifeboat for my mind. Give me answers I can find alone. Lifeboat for my mind. Give me answers I can find alone.
Cool.
Yeah, amazing stuff. Love that so much. I'm going to add Carrie Ann back if she's ready. Yay! Wait, you've got to unmute yourself. Oh, right, your microphone has got an issue. So Carrie Ann is going to be here in visual only for the time being until her microphone's fixed. So brilliant. Nice. That was such a gorgeous song, and like the intricate stuff you do is just like mind blowing. So
Thank you.
yeah, very cool. And I think Barry was saying, what did I see? He wants a little reunion of the acoustic guitar
definitely.
project.
Yeah.
Because I did the one before, I think, because I know Carrie Ann's she can't talk right now, which is maybe this is my perfect opportunity to take the piss out of her harp. We can't hear you.
Yeah.
Boo to the harp. So Jessie, just make sure you vote banjo later. That's all I'm going to ask.
Okay, I will do.
Carrie Ann's face. Okay, we still can't hear you, Carrie. I think you might have to restart your tab. Just like, yeah, Command R. Sorry, we're having a few little technical issues. Lots of love coming in. Jessie, can you see the comments coming in on the right hand side?
No, how do I do this?
So you can do that if you click comments, because at the moment it's on private chat. But if you go to comments,
Of course.
real time comments, I think it should say or something.
Oh wow, yeah.
Yeah, so
Oh,
you've seen all the people now.
Oh.
Okay. I was wondering if you
Oh,
were like,
thanks, everyone.
if you could see everybody. So yeah, there you go.
No, no.
You can scroll up and see everybody's lovely comments. A lot of
Oh,
applause
amazing.
and a lot of praise. So
Thank you, everyone. I didn't mean to be rude and just ignore you all. Thank you.
Oh, that's a good point, Rob. That is a good point. I wonder how we do that.
Am I back now?
Oh, I think you're right. We could do a solo thing. We can test it out. Good point, Rob. Thank you for that. Hi, Carrie Ann. I think you're back.
You can hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
There's still an echo, but
The
other
echo
people's-
isn't me, though.
It's
As
weird.
in, the echo is the situation we have with you guys.
Yeah, but I don't know. I think that it might be something to do with your sound not being quite as... I don't know. I'm not sure what's going on. I'm not sure. Who knows what the culprit is, but I've restarted my system before we kind of started up again, so I don't think it's from that. But anyway, who knows? We're all...
It's probably
we're
me.
in
Sorry.
new territory with a different setup tonight. But anyway, hopefully you can hear Carrie Ann, and maybe when we've muted ourselves, her microphone will be clearer, potentially, when she does her own
Oh,
song.
yeah, that
Fingers
should
crossed.
be the case.
So we'll see how... Okay, so Sarah's saying they can't hear an echo. Cool, great. Okay, well, let's just
That's good.
knock on wood, hope that it all goes okay. So,
But
all right,
Jessie, I loved your song. It's so beautiful. It's so
Oh,
good.
thank you.
gorgeous.
Thank you.
So, and you can hear that, I think, on the Acoustic Guitar Project YouTube, right? And SoundCloud.
Yeah, and the
So,
website.
yeah.
Did you do a video for it as well? Can't remember.
Yeah, I did, but I was in my staff workroom, so it wasn't the best video. There's like lockers in the background, but yeah.
Oh, that
Yeah.
just makes
There
it
is
more
some
real.
sort of
It's kind
video.
kind of interesting. It's
Yeah.
kind of cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm going to do a little test. If you're up for this, I'm going to see what it's like if we make you a solo layout, Jessie, and see if we can still hear your mic. So I'm going to just try this.
Okay.
There we go. Can you do a little talking for us?
Hello.
It works.
Oh,
Okay,
great.
it works. So that means that we
Yay.
don't have to have the microphone on the same time as you. Okay, great.
Okay, perfect.
Yes. Thank you, Rob, for that little suggestion there. I didn't even think of that. Silly. So some people who haven't said hello to yet. Hi, Esperanza, watching from Lisbon.
It's Pedro.
Ah.
Hi, Pedro and your family.
Oh, sorry, that's Pedro's YouTube.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
And
That makes sense,
Jessie, you
'cause
went to
Jessie-
Lisbon,
yeah.
didn't you?
Yeah. Yeah. Did I? Yeah, I think. Yeah, I met your friend. Is it Pedro?
It's Pedro, yeah.
Pedro.
Yeah. Okay. Great. Yeah. I met him.
Yeah, because he.
Oh, that's a small world, isn't it?
I know it's
Yeah.
such a small because we were going to go over to Portugal too.
Just I was playing a gig for some people were doing like they've got a blog post they're called Where the Music Meets, and they said, "Oh, come and play some shows." And then I met Pedro there, and he said that he knew you guys. So,
Ah,
Yeah, that's it.
it's just by
small
chance.
world.
There you go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Pedro has his own radio show on a Wednesday night at 8 p.m., I believe, on the Kingston Green Radio.
Yes.
So everyone should tune in because he has the best music taste.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I
and
mean,
he's
he
always
likes
really,
us,
like,
so
finger on
he's
the
obviously
pulse.
got great.
Obviously. Yeah, no, he's really lovely, and he actually invited us over to Portugal too to do the same series probably that you were part of. But then we couldn't figure out a date, and then of course lockdown happened, so never mind. But hopefully we can go at some point. and
One day.
maybe we can all three go and have a nice little trip, and maybe do some other gigs as well.
Definitely.
Who knows? But yeah. So all right. So Carrie Ann, do you want to do a song next, or should I do one?
Are you ready to do one?
Am I ever ready? No, of course not.
I know the feeling. I have not decided at all what to do.
I kind of
so-
have an inkling. I think I have an idea of what I'm going to do.
Okay.
'cause I haven't
Oh,
done
well,
it
if
for
you
a
have an
while.
idea, then I think go for it.
Okay. All right. All right then. Here we go.
Okay.
Oh gosh, sorry, Ilse. I'm not playing something soothing. It's the opposite. Oh no. I was going to play something from Coven. I was actually going to play something I haven't. Oh, I was going to play something. I wonder if I could do something I've never done on one of these streams. Let's see. Because do I have the music for it though? That's a question. I was going to do that. There's a song that I was going to do "Burn Our Bodies," which is the song that Coven, is most known for. So sorry, just to give a little bit of background. Coven is the gig theatre show that I've been writing with another artist, Rebecca Brewer, who's a brilliant actress and writer. Oh, excuse me. Oh dear. Don't worry. I don't think there's anything. Oh, I don't know. I'm saying that, but I don't know. Well, I was going to maybe try and do "Burn Our Bodies," which is the song that that people know. But actually, I was thinking maybe I could do something that you don't know so much. Lots of bless yous. Thank you, everybody. There's a song called "Never Sure," which is the most recent of the Coven songs. I realise I've said this without having really any kind of preparation for this, because I was like, I don't know what to do, but I want to do something I haven't done that much. So I don't know. Let's see. Let's see. Do you want me to risk it? Might not be a good idea. Let's see if I can.
I say
Yes?
yes.
Is that yes? Oh God. Now, should I do it with Should I do it with electric guitar? I've never tried it on electric guitar either, but I'm just making my life hard. And I'm actually going to try and plugging in directly with electric guitar, which might not sound that good, but don't really mind. Whatever. Is that coming in? It won't be
Sounds
as
good.
good as it would be if it was through the amp, of course, but never mind. So,
You underscore my thoughts without you, in and out, me round about you go with thoughts I can't abort. You seem so sure, I'm not sure I know how you paint this someone else. You make me forget myself. Oh, 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 each thing I say you take and shake until it makes a different sort of sense. It bends into your hands, it lands and shatters my defense. And blindly I try to trace through smoke screens. I see your face. You shift out the ground I walk on. You twist out the truth till it's gone. And I'm never sure which truth is mine, or if it's mine from what was yours. Change it, rearrange it until it's something else. I don't remember what the ember of the flame is till I can't see her and I can't see him. I'm stuck in the web you spin. You shift the ground I walk on. You twist all the truth till it's gone. And I'm never sure which truth is mine, or if it's mine from what was yours. We will fight for the truth you hide. 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 We will fight for the truth you hide from 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 the truth. Well, hide from the truth you hide from the truth you hide from the truth you hide.
Oh, it was all sorts of mistakes there, but
Oh, I didn't
Rocky.
tell. That was amazing.
thanks.
I love it.
Thank you. It was a bit more rocky outy.
Yeah, I love that. What's it called again?
That one is well, the working title is Never Sure, and that's maybe like the third time I've ever played it. So I was like, what am I doing? What am I doing? But never mind. Oh well. Anyway, with all the band and everything and all the harmonies and
It already sounds
all,
amazing.
Thanks. Well, I'm not sure if the electric guitar should be played like that. I'm not sure. Do you think?
I thought it sounded good.
I always feel like strumming on
No, I
electric
thought it was
feels
great.
weird.
It's
You
great.
sure? Okay.
Oh, you can strum on an electric.
Definitely.
Don't get Chris on his he'll want to put your pedals and all sorts on it, right?
It's true.
Like
It's
get that
true.
distortion going.
That's
and
true. Like that could
the
be cool with
flanger.
distortion. I mean, that was probably not so good directing. It should have been through amps with all the lovely, lovely sounds that brings. But my amp is there and it's not plugged in, and I just couldn't be bothered miking
No,
it
I
up and all
thought
stuff,
it
but-
sounded great.
All right, cool. Thank you.
Everyone's
hey.
loving it as well. Look at all the comments.
That's really sweet. Thank you. There you go. So that's from Coven. So Coven is like Coven, like coven, like a witch's coven, and it's all about witches, and it's all kind of folky, rocky, sometimes funny. We've got banjos in there, which always makes for a laugh.
Well, I'm glad you said it.
Yeah, I know. And so, and we're going to actually do a live stream in August. So I wanted to announce that at some point. We're going to announce it next week, but I might just tell you in advance because, you know, you're so special. So, so we have got...
Thanks, Daisy.
Although annoyingly, it's on one of the Tuesdays, and I didn't realise it was a Tuesday. And now I have to ask Carrie-Anne if it's okay if we...
You already asked me.
Did I already ask you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You're repeating yourself.
Okay, sorry, I forgot that I
I
asked
forgot. I forgot which
Tuesday?
Which Tuesday, but
It's
I
like
know
the-
you said it was August.
It's yeah, I know. I mean, August felt so long ago. It's long away, and now it's you know what I mean. Well, it's
so
also long
long
ago in the sense that it was all like 11 months ago. No, but I mean it's like it felt so long away, and then now it's just like around the corner. But it's August the here we go, August the 18th, so the third Tuesday in August. So August 18th. Keep it in your diary for, well, obviously every Tuesday from here on out, keep in your diary because obviously that's when her collective stream. But yeah, on that particular Tuesday is going to be a Coven thing, and so we're going to take a little Coven holiday. Sorry, herd holiday. Oh my gosh! Somebody stop me talking. I think somebody else
Shall
needs
I
to talk.
sing?
Yes, that would be perfect. You ready to go now? Do you know what
I'm
we're
ready.
going to do? Okay.
Yeah, I've made
Awesome.
a choice. I've made a choice.
Okay. All right.
Um,
Shall I make you solo here?
yeah, if you you got the you've got your finger on the pulse.
That's it.
So I decided I'd do my song "Keeping Me" because there's like a chromatic shift in it that's a little bit easier to do on the pedal harp, which I've got my big harp out at the moment rather than the small harp. Did you hear that? I keep knocking my head on the harp with the headphones. It's not. They didn't have headphones when they invented harps. Okay, so this is called "Keeping Me." You're keeping me in the way that you're leaving, 'cause you're keeping all the hope alive. I'm keeping you, though you've run me through, 'cause there's nothing left to hold on to. Here's a lonely place between the truth and what you put in its place. Does it keep you up at night as I wander through your dreams? 'Cause you keep me up at night as I reread every scene. You're keeping me up when you're keeping me out. When you're keeping me up, you're just keeping me down. You're keeping me up when you're keeping me out. How does it feel to rewrite a story? How does it feel to change the past? How does it feel to ride in your glory when we both know your sins are past? Here's a lonely place between the truth and what you put in its place. Does it keep you up at night as I wander through your dreams? 'Cause you keep me up at night as I reread every scene. You're keeping me up when you're keeping me out. When you're keeping me up, you're just keeping me down. You're keeping me up when you're keeping me out. You're keeping me up when you're keeping me out. When you're keeping me up, you're just keeping me down. You're keeping me up when you're keeping me out. How does it feel to rewrite a story? There we go. That's called Keeping Me. I'm gonna press that button. There we go.
Woo! Bravo! Beautiful.
Oh wait, is Jessie still muted?
Oh yes, sorry,
There
I
we
need
go.
to unmute.
I've
Or
done it.
you've unmuted it. Amazing stuff. Gorgeous. Lots of love in the comments as well.
Oh, thanks guys.
And somebody was asking, did you write this? I think that was meant as a like, wow, did you write this?
I did write that
Like,
one,
sounds
yeah.
famous.
Thank you, Julie. I know Julie was there when I did my Taylor covers. She mentioned it earlier on Charlotte Campbell's stream on Saturday. That was great fun because I learned blank space, especially for that stream.
Ooh,
Like it was one of my
cool.
favourite songs. I hadn't actually like properly played it, so I might do that on my Thursday stream because it was fun.
Yeah,
Fun
totally.
to work out.
Why not? Yeah.
I'm a big Taylor Swift fan, so great
I,
woman in
I
music.
I do appreciate her, but I haven't ever like learned any of her songs. So I'm a bit like, it's not. She's never been like a big
Not
influence
top
for me.
of,
But
not top
but
of your list.
I really enjoyed the documentary though that she made. Oh, so
Oh, Miss Americana.
I'm gonna mute the tuning of the guitar. Just well, Jessie's tuning. Yeah, no, I Miss Americana. I thought that was a brilliant documentary on Netflix. I don't know if anyone else saw it. Did you?
Yeah,
see
it was a
Yeah.
very interesting documentary.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed that. And
Yeah.
I should
Very
also
cool.
say that Charlotte did an amazing job of doing all those Taylor Swift covers. I mean, I think Charlotte can play any Taylor Swift song you name. She can play them all. It's amazing. She's got this encyclopedic knowledge. And of course, we've had Charlotte Campbell on our Heard stream a couple of times, so I know our audience is familiar with the wonderful Charlotte Campbell.
Absolutely. I think I mean she's now done two, I think, Taylor Swift
Yeah,
specials,
so the first
hopefully
one was on
she'll do another.
Instagram for Glastonbury, and then
Mhm.
the one at this weekend was on YouTube and Facebook to like celebrate what would have been Taylor Swift in Hyde Park.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Well, hey, that yeah. If you haven't seen them, you can see I think the Facebook and that one again. I think on Charlotte Campbell's channel.
Yes,
So
indeed.
yeah. But hey, so Jessie, you were tuning obviously. So I'm wondering if you're
Yep.
tuning the different. You like your different tunings from what I
Yeah.
remember.
And then I was wondering which song we were going to do next, so I thought, which guitar? And then I realised I only tuned one guitar in my interlude, but yeah.
No worries. So how much
Yeah.
time do you spend tuning your guitars?
Probably like half of my set usually is spent tuning the guitar.
See, you need
So it's
to
like
have
half-hour set, I'll play 4 songs.
You need a techie with
Yeah.
running on with the different guitars for you.
Exactly. Yeah, I need about 8 guitars. So if I play 8 songs, I need 8 guitars in different tunings. So
Like Joni
Yeah.
Mitchell.
yeah.
Well, exactly. Yeah, we were just talking about how Joni is inspiration. So well, talking of which, maybe we could do the cover. Is this a good time?
Yep.
Do you think?
Okay.
Should we do the cover, or should we? Yeah, let's do the cover. Why not? Let's keep
Yeah.
it to music, right? And then we can do a bit of drinks reviews after me.
Okay.
Sure.
As a
Let me just.
reward.
But I will have to tune again. Is the only problem.
Oh no! Oh wait, you just tuned it to
Yeah.
other things.
Oh no, let's
I
not.
choose
let's-
it to. That one's teardrop, but we don't have to do that if you don't want to. I can.
We could,
No,
we
no,
could
no.
we
Leave your
could change the
tuning. I
order.
think
Yeah,
tuning
Yeah.
is a big deal.
Yeah.
Also, Jessie's sound has got a lot louder to me, or is that just me?
Yeah, no.
Oh,
I
I'm
hear that
sorry.
too. Yeah,
Is that
yeah.
better?
That's
Or
much
you
better.
could
Yeah.
probably split the difference. Like,
Yeah, probably in between is good. Okay, so Michael, you're right. I promised you some Glastonbury montage video, and I never got around to it. But Carrie-Anne still hasn't done her post about Glastonbury from last year, so I feel like I'm doing okay. I'm only like a couple of weeks late, right?
Oh God, there's so many things I
No, I
haven't
know.
done.
I know. And Michael, I really want to do that, but it just work has got quite busy with we've been doing actually Karen and I've both been doing something for the same project, so lots of
That's why I've
recording
got the big
remotely.
harp out. So I've
Yeah.
been staying up all night for nights on end.
Yeah, we've been recording for a new documentary series David Attenborough actually series, so you can see that I
wow.
think in September when it comes out. So you can hear both of our singing and also Carrie Ann's harping.
Harping
And when
on
I say
again.
harping, I mean her actual harp, not her talking.
Yeah, no one would watch that documentary if I was talking.
So yeah, that's going to come out I think in September or something if all goes to plan. Knock on wood. So yeah, that's Oh, apparently I'm low volume or low, or like low like sad. I don't know.
I don't
Apparently
think
I'm
you're low volume now that Jessie's
Okay, so maybe this is an old comment then.
Wait,
okay.
Speak a bit, Jessie.
Hello.
Yeah,
Is that
like
too
you guys are the
loud?
same.
Yeah.
No,
Hello.
you're not too loud at all. No.
Okay, perfect.
I go nice and close. I go really close.
Now
to
you're a bit loud, Daisy.
No, I'm not going to do that. Don't worry. So yeah, are we going to do? Should we do the drinks review then? Are people feeling parched? Have you got your drinks ready?
I'm always parched.
Well, see, I was planning on doing a particular drink, but it feels a little early in the night to be doing that drink. So
Oh,
I might-
unless Jessie wants to do another song. Are your guitars tuned for another song, Jessie?
Yeah, sure. Whatever.
You don't have
but
to.
I can do a drink. I've also got a drink, so whatever you prefer.
I think that maybe should we do song and then we can be
Yeah.
rewarded with a nice.
Okay.
Let's have a song
Okay.
because we love your beautiful music. So
We want to try and fit as many songs as we can of yours.
Okay, thank you.
So
I
now,
mean,
now we
just
can
in
do-
case anyone hasn't seen Jessie play live, she does. You've already had a taste of it, but she does really super clever things with the guitar. She does lap guitar, tap guitar.
Indeed.
Yeah, I'm
All
gonna
the
try
fancy.
one of those.
Oh,
now.
perfect.
exciting!
It's like perfect timing there. Okay, so I'm gonna
Yeah.
make it use solo screen and
Everybody
yeah.
watch
Okay.
this and be astounded.
Yes, and before I forget as well, because we usually don't talk about this until like way too late. But if you wanted to give a donation, then this is the donation link to donate to everybody performing tonight. So here's the tip jar. So paypal.me/Herd Collective, and that will be divided between the three of us, and it will help pay for our bills in this
Yes.
time when we don't have any other gigs that we can that can do that for us. So thank you for those donations you've given over the past few months. It's been very appreciated and
Very much so.
yeah.
Thank you,
So
everyone.
thank you so much for that, and
Any
also just
tips
thank
are
you for
gratefully received.
watching, and thank you for commenting, and and for sharing the posts and everything. It's always appreciated everything you're doing. So I appreciate that. Thank you. All right, so here we go, Jessie Reid with some beautiful guitaring. Here we go.
So this one always goes wrong when I do it live, but I've just got to keep trying until one day I'm going to play it right. But it's called Like You Do, so if I do play it wrong, there's a YouTube video of it. You can watch that instead. But yeah.
Stand down, darling. Oh, we've come too far this time. You've left a hole in place of my heart. Pour my soul out over your skin. Nobody else would love you like I do, like I do. Oh, pour my soul out over your skin. Nobody else would love you like I do. Stand down, darling. Oh, we've come too far this time. We've left a hole in place of my heart. skin. Nobody else would get this like I do.
Amazing. Yeah.
Thank
Bravo.
you. Thank you.
Very, very cool. Amazing stuff.
I
you
love
nailed
that song so much. It's just so clever.
Oh, thank you.
Everything
Absolutely
about
nailed
it.
Thank you so much.
I'm in awe that you can be so clever with the guitar and also be singing these emotive, beautiful.
I know. And the
works as
juxtaposition
well.
of those things as well. It's not like it's easy.
Oh, well, thank you.
Yeah.
Wow. Amazing
good.
stuff.
So is
Yeah.
that one out? Did you say?
No, there's just a YouTube video, a live session, that I did with Go Out of Tune.
Ah.
But for once, I managed to play it like almost correctly the whole way through. So because it is very hard because when you're doing like so many
that coordination.
things. Yeah, and if you miss by a millimeter on some of the harmonics, then it's game over. So yeah.
Yeah. I don't veer into the world of harmonics for that very reason.
Yeah.
It's on the harp they're really hard as well. You have to be like, wait, so I missed it. There you go.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you miss it by like
nice, though.
the tiniest, it
Yeah,
sounds
like
so cool. But if you miss it, then
Yep.
Yeah.
you just get this dead sound. No, that was it. But that
Yeah.
if you miss
You
it,
could just say it's like prepared
Yeah.
harp. Like it sounds like a prepared piano, you know? Like when it's like when you have that kind of like. I've actually got a piano key that gets stuck and doesn't play, so it literally just sounds like that. You probably,
Yeah.
you probably can't hear
I
that.
can
It's
hear
not
that.
sensitive enough. But yeah, so like whenever I try and play a note there, it doesn't sound. But it sort of sounds like a prepared piano, you know, when you have like rubber tacks and things, or you know.
yeah.
Kind of,
Yeah.
So are you going to record that one, Jessie?
Yeah, I'm due to record it. Well, I was due to record it over the last couple of months, but then obviously the studios have not been open. So, but I'm arranging for next month. So hopefully, it will
that's
be it'll be out soon. Hopefully,
That's cool because you've put out 2 singles already this year.
yeah.
Which-
It's been weird because
been
usually you'd
annoying.
have like a single launch or whatever. So it's just been weird to just go, oh, there it is, and then, yeah. And then obviously you get like some reviews and stuff and lovely comments, but it's just not the same as being like in a venue and releasing something and people, you know, like
Well, you could definitely
buying
do like
it or you know,
you do like a live stream sort of. Well, yeah, I know it's a different kind of
Yeah.
thing, but yeah, it's
yeah.
Well, you know,
yeah.
we'll just all the more reason for us to come and see you live when we next can. So,
Yeah.
so if you want to stay in touch with Jessie, you can find her Jessie Reid Music at most of the social media places. And actually, I've put a link into the Spotify link if you use Spotify, so you can hear the music that she's been releasing. But yeah, Jessie Reid, or you can see how it's spelled. But yeah, do
And
follow her.
that video you mentioned, is that on your channel or the Go Out of Tune channel?
I think it's on the Go Out of Tune channel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but
It's
if you
really
type
awesome video.
Jessie Reid
cool.
live into YouTube, I think people will
Yeah.
find it because it's great to be able to watch what you do with the guitar as well.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah,
Oh,
totally.
thank you.
And and Eleanor is saying she remembers when you played with us at the Slaughtered Lamb for the Talking About Revolution launch, and she said that you could hear a pin drop and everyone's mouths were agape when you played, Jessie.
Sounds about right.
Yeah,
Every time you
thank you.
play.
Absolutely, absolutely. So yeah,
And that
well,
was at International Women's Day
2018.
2019.
Was it 2019? No,
It was
no,
in-
2008. It was in 19. Oh.
Because we only formed
Oh,
Harry
that's
Selective in
right.
18.
Yeah, actually, we literally formed. Well, the first ever gig we did was on International Women's Day 2018
Mm-hmm.
at the Sound Lounge when it was
Yeah.
in one of its many venues it's been in,
In
and
Wimbledon.
the one in Wimbledon. And we had the weirdest experience that do you remember, Carrie Ann? We sort of it was kind of a last minute gig, and so it was just a small but perfectly formed audience, except for
Yeah.
this one person who was quite
Oh.
an interesting character who'd sort of wandered in and started basically heckling us throughout the whole thing. And
Well, I
it was like,
remember he talked about chocolate bars and buses. That's what I remember.
I know, and I think I live streamed the whole gig, so actually you can see it again if you scroll back far enough. Actually, no, it won't be on the Herd Collective page. It'll be on my own because we didn't even have the Herd
We didn't
Collective
have a
page
herd
yet.
page then.
We were still actually brainstorming names of bands, and we had all sorts of strange names that we.
Yeah, we weren't called the Herd Collective. Or had we decided on Herd Collective at that point?
I think we tested it out on public for the first time that day, and people seemed to
I
like
remember
it.
one of my favourite options for the Herd Collective name was Menstrual Appreciation Society.
Yeah, that's right. I have a feeling that might have even been my mum's creation.
Probably.
She had a lot of funny ideas. If we can find the Google Doc, we can read them out to you sometime. But yeah. Oh, you were there. Eleanor was there, of course.
Yeah.
Eleanor's a friend of the Sound Lounge as well. And Ilse's wearing our merch. Yay!
Hooray!
We've got merch out. So in fact, that's also in the description if you wanted to check out that link. I'll find it here as well.
Oh, you
Where is it? Teespring. So it's like a website that where you can choose like your different designs and your different things. So we have T-shirts and bless you, everyone's sneezing.
you passed it on.
So it's you can get T-shirts, you can get phone cases, mugs. What else
Totes.
can you get? Tote bags, yeah. Oh gosh,
Hoodies.
I should advertise the mug. I always forget to do this. I even didn't drink out of it yesterday because
My
I
mug
need to
has
keep it.
finally arrived, but I haven't washed it yet.
Well, maybe I'll just go do that now. I'll go quickly get my mug, which is just ready to go, so you can see it, so you can see what we're talking about.
And do you have any merch, Jessie?
No, I've got a EP, but does that count as merch?
Yeah,
It's
that's
not like
quite-
I don't have a
it's like
T-shirt or
physical
anything.
thing. And
Yeah,
how can
it's
people
a
get your
physical-
EP?
They would just message me and I can give me your address and I'll send it you.
Ah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
What songs
Yeah.
are on the E EP?
Time Goes By, Stay With Me. Oh, that's not true at all. That was my old EP. So, there's actually
it's good
like
to know that those are there too.
4. Yeah, there's 4 unreleased songs on the EP. So
This is just the mug
that
just
I've
so you
not
know.
actually released. Yeah.
Oh wow, 4 unreleased songs on the
nice.
EP. Oh guys, everyone's got to
Yeah.
buy it then. Like,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Sorry, take off
what
this.
more impetus do you need?
Indeed. Well,
And
hey,
also
yeah.
lovely demonstration of the mug, Daisy.
That's all right. Well,
That's
I
very
was almost going to pour my drink
Your
in it, but
lovely
then...
mug, not your ugly mug.
Yeah, very good. So it's a bit shiny at the moment
Oh
because
look,
it's
it
got the
matches
reflection.
the
Yeah,
sticker
look.
below. There you go.
Cheers. So yeah, this is like it's got Talking About Revolution Herd Collective on it, which is our exactly matches the sticker, matches our little kind of graphic design for that whole single release. So courtesy of Carrie Ann, who's our in-house graphic designer. That
Yeah.
sounds so official, but it's true. And in fact, actually, the illustration that you see on the sticker, it was done by a wonderful artist in America, Kimberly Adamus, who actually took some pictures of us as well that we often use. So, but yeah,
And it's
so
lovely
anyway,
because it has words that embody the herd message of equality, love, peace,
Yeah.
kindness, trust. So it's nice backdrop, I think.
absolutely.
And just in case anyone doesn't realise, the reason we have green, purple and white are those were the colours of the suffragettes. We formed Herd Collective in 2018, which was the centenary of women gaining the partial vote. Not all women, but some women. And so that seemed appropriate for us to celebrate that milestone for women and the suffragettes and all they did for equality. And actually not just equality for genders, but universal suffrage still goes on. In not all countries does everyone have the vote, but it's wanting everybody to have the vote, not just certain genders or classes or wealth or races. So
Exactly.
that's why we chose green, purple and white.
Indeed. So yeah,
Nice.
yeah, there you go. Little bit of background there.
Because green, purple and white, green and purple, not usually colours I'd put together, I must confess. But I see them and I think of the suffragettes. Well, I do. So.
So I'm just quickly writing in your Facebook page link because you've been requested by Viv.
Oh, thank you.
So is it Jessie Reid Music? Yeah.
Yes, it
There we
should
go.
be. Yeah,
I've sent that to
Perfect.
everybody, so hopefully you can see that.
that's it.
So do
Thank
follow her
you.
and find out about her releases. And yeah, Barry, who said he loves Dig, which I love too.
Yes.
That's on the new EP. To be,
Yeah.
I'll send you a link.
And of
Harry.
course, you've got Midori playing cello on that one, right? Haven't you?
Yeah.
Is she playing it
yeah.
on it? Oh, yeah.
She plays. Yeah, she plays on a couple of those songs on that
Yeah.
on that EP. So,
So
yeah.
Midori Jaeger is
Yeah.
a cellist who's a fantastic singer-songwriter as well, and does her own projects too. So she's been part of the Herd Collective lineups as well, and we know each other from university days. So, but yeah, no, we had the pleasure of singing "Dig" with you as well. I think in the Coventry gig. Yeah,
We did.
Yeah, I think so,
yeah. Which
I
was
mean,
fun.
we jammed it out at the house gig, and then we like
Oh yeah.
cemented it in the festival gig.
yeah.
So, are we ready for a drinks review?
I'm ready. I'm pretty much at the end of my drink, but
Well,
I was gonna get my next drink, which I think would be more interesting.
well, I
to
put a
review.
little bit of my non-reviewable drink in here.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So
Non-reviewable. Why is
well,
it not reviewable?
Only because I reviewed it before.
Oh, I see. Do you always review new things?
Yeah,
That's really
I
good.
try to always review new things. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I try it as well, but like it's quite hard when sometimes your supermarket doesn't really allow many choices.
I know. The only reason I
yeah.
can is because of the Beer 52 subscription.
So is that like beer 50? Like do you get 52 beers?
No,
Is it-
it's not weekly. It's
52
monthly. So I don't know why they went with 52.
I was gonna say get 52 weeks in a year. That makes sense with it. I don't
I
know.
mean,
or like.
That would be nice if it was weekly. But I suppose you've got to pay more if it's
but
weekly.
did they send you like 4 beers in a month? Because that would be like 52 in a year.
No, it's like
okay.
8, I think.
So it's like they should really be 104, but that doesn't have such a ring because of course be 52.
No, I think you can opt for 12 as well. So I think there's options. But I guess it's just the idea of being like a different beer a week kind of thing. Maybe.
Fair enough. Yeah, I guess so. So, and then maybe it's to share. Maybe you're supposed to share with one other
What?
person. What? What is this word?
No, well,
Oh, dear.
it's not enough for me, let alone sharing.
Oh dear. Oh, that's interesting, Edward, about colours. Green and purple cannot go side by side in heraldry because from a distance it's hard to distinguish them. And yellow and white have to be placed in between. Interesting. Good knowledge. Oh, Barry, you gotta go? No, not allowed. Not allowed.
B, you've got form at just dropping out of places.
All right. Okay. So should we go for our drinks then? So, what is your non-reviewable drink first? Out of interest.
Well, just so that everyone knows, this is a 4 Pure Shapeshifter, which is an absolute classic, you know.
Right.
I'll show you.
I think Jessie's getting her drink. I don't think she's also left us, has she? Oh gosh.
She's
What
just
did we
followed
say?
Barry's lead.
Yeah.
The 4
Ooh.
Pure Shapeshifter.
Nice.
It's a West Coast IPA, and it's an absolute classic. I mean, you can't go wrong. It's just got a lovely body, a lovely fragrance. It's easy drinking. It's not too much of anything. It just sits like nicely in the middle, and it's also a good middling percentage as well, as I remember. What is it? Where does it say the percentage? No, I can't see it.
Very good, Edward. Should we force Barry to stay by placing him in
It's
lockdown?
actually 5.9%.
His last name is Locke.
It's not a middling
What is
percentage
it?
at all.
How much is it?
5.9%.
Oh, no wonder you like it. Okay, so
It's actually my brother's. I didn't tell him I took one.
this is Chris's, to be honest. In fact, actually, the thing I was gonna review is also Chris's. Oh well. So
So
yeah,
Daisy, do you
because-
want to go first then?
Oh, in that case, yeah, okay.
Because I just gave a preliminary review.
Oh sure. Well, so the reason why I was trying to figure, cause the problem with like doing something like whiskey when you're reviewing whiskey, which is what I'm doing, is you don't have like a lot of whiskeys at your home. Well, I don't know, maybe some people do, but you might have like one nice whiskey or something, or maybe a couple. But because Chris has just moved all his stuff in finally last week, so because we've been living together, but he didn't have all his stuff with him because of lockdown, and so he had just like the bare minimum. And now he's moved all his stuff in. I also have inherited some of his whiskies. So, when I say I've inherited, obviously, I'm not drinking it all, but this is a whiskey that he has brought
Well,
over.
aren't
And
you?
it's beautiful. It's really lovely. It's kind of unusual because it's it's matured in sherry casks from Spain. So if Pedro is still listening, there you go. That's not. He's Portugal. Oh my god. Please ignore me. Sorry, that was really.
Your next door neighbour, Pedro.
Well, yeah, your next door neighbour. Okay. But the whiskey itself is from Aberdeenshire, so it's Glendronach. For anybody who likes their whiskies and knows anything about anything like that,
I mean, that looks familiar, but
and it's like got a nice red colour, which I think suits the kind of the fact that it was in sherry casks, And it's quite sweet because of that. I have already tried it, to be honest. But but I'm gonna what am I supposed to do? I haven't tried it on air, So, and I've got actually a very special whiskey glass that he also also has.
Very
that
nice.
This apparently improves the flavor or something. I don't know. It's like some sort of weird double glass thing.
What? It's even differenter, even more different from a usual whiskey glass.
Yeah, I mean, it's got, because I have like a proper whiskey glass anyway, but this is like even more proper or something, because it's like, I think something about like aeration or something. I don't know exactly. I feel like if I continue talking, I don't know, I'll lose all credibility. So here we go. I'm gonna.
Wait, I think that ship has sailed.
Okay. So I'm just having a little snifter. Here we go. A wee snifter, as we say in Scotland. Yeah, smells like I remember it. That's not very helpful to you. It does have a kind of sweetness on the nose, should we say? Yeah, I'm gonna just read off the back because that's what I do when I can't think about something else to say.
No, but it's good because expectation is part of the flavour. Remember?
Absolutely.
This is what we learned from the beer book.
So the appearance is deep amber red gold. I would say that's true. Beautiful. Notes: sweet, creamy vanilla with hints of ginger and autumn fruits. I would say that's pretty accurate. Palate: rich, creamy, silky smooth, warm, rich oak and sherry sweetness, a full mouth feel. Raisins, soft fruits, spicy with medium length and a dry finish: long, full and firm. Ooh, I like the sound of that.
This is just crying out. You know what this is crying out for,
Slightly
don't
nutty.
you?
What? Oh.
That's what he said.
That's what he said. That's what she said. Okay. So, do I concur with all those? Yeah, I mean, it's very drinkable. Very drinkable. It's got a real sweetness to begin with, and then it does have a long finish. It's got like it kind of hits you in the nose.
So what?
Also what? Yeah, I would say definitely got like a sweet aftertaste too. So it's definitely nutty and spicy.
I'm intrigued because I'm not
lovely.
a big whiskey,
Well, it's not
aficionado.
particularly. It's not like peaty in the way that Lefroy is, which I also love. It's definitely not a peaty whiskey. It's much smoother, but it's and it's very much sweeter. So it's really quite easy drinking, like a little too easy drinking.
I'm actually really intrigued. I want to try some.
Yeah, I can't promise there'll be any left by the time you can actually come over again. But
it's okay. You can buy some more.
Well, this is actually a gift, which I feel bad to now, But I mean, I'm sure it's quite buyable, if that's a word. But yeah, it's a gift that Chris was given from one of his jobs at the studio. So from a very lovely client.
Nice. So you have to give it a marks out of 10.
Oh yes, I do.
Didn't we say?
So,
and then your hand gesture. We didn't warn Jessie about the interpretive dance section.
Okay, yeah. So Jessie, we've added this extra thing, which is weird. So what we do is we take a sip and then we do a gesture. I've done that one before. You know what?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I've done it before. Okay, let me think of another one. There's not many you can do. I'm gonna just put the drink down.
Extend it. You could still do that bit, but add something new. Oh, that almost looks frothy.
I mean, what I'm trying to say is that like it starts off high and then it goes lower and
I like
longer
that.
and
It
like,
kind of
deeper.
Yeah, it seeps like through swirling eddies into
Absolutely, that's it.
soul.
Indeed, to my soles of my feet. So I would give it a 7.5 out of 10. I mean, maybe even an 8. I'll give it an 8.
Ooh.
Because I mean, I actually like a PT kind of medicinal whiskey, so this is definitely not that, but I do like it, so recommended. Just a reminder of the name for anyone: Glendronach. 12 year. There. Nice. Cool. So, Jessie, are you ready?
Jessie?
Yeah, so I didn't really have much in the house, so I made my own mojito.
Very good.
Because I've not really had a lot to do in lockdown, so I grew some mint in the garden.
Oh, wow.
But
cool.
I have actually run out of lime, so it's a lemon mojito.
I do that often.
But
Fair
yeah,
enough.
it's okay.
It's a similar,
it's fine.
similar thing.
Yeah, it's got alcohol in it. It's fine. Like,
You've got
Absolutely.
citrus, you've got mint, you've got alcohol. What more
yeah,
do you want?
yeah, and like my homegrown mint as well. So
Homegrown mint
that
is the
gets an extra
best.
point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So talk us through the process, how you made it.
So you get some sugar in like a small like pot thing and put some warm water with it to make it into a paste sort of thing. You crush some ice, which is now all gone, but never mind. Also bear in mind I made this in the 5 minutes before we
We actually
came
went up.
onto yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Impressive.
So I crushed the ice, put some, if there's anyone on here that can actually make cocktails, any advice would be great, because this isn't the best. But and then
Mojitos are
some
actually quite hard to do well, I think. But I don't know,
yeah.
I find.
Yeah. Then I put some mint in, lots of mint, and then some rum, double rum, and then some soda water. And that was it.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
Which
But
rum?
I'd give it probably like the cheapest one you can buy in the shop.
Yeah, I would say that's a smart choice. If you're gonna drown it in sugar, mint, and lemon, then buy the cheapest rum. For
Yeah,
sure.
you
Yeah.
don't need nothing.
Yeah. Yeah. It's probably like Co-op Zone or something. I don't know what it's called, but yeah.
So how's it worked? Has the flavors melded pleasingly?
Yeah, it's actually quite nice. I'd give it like, I mean, if I had it in a bar, I wouldn't send it back. So that's not a bad start, is it? So yeah, I'll give it probably a 7, I think.
I like that,
Yeah,
because
so-
I often say, I mean, I'll drink it, but I wouldn't seek it out.
Yeah. But no, I'd have it. Yeah, it's cool.
Well, I'm very impressed
Shall
that
I
you made your
shall
own
I do
cocktail.
my face?
Absolutely. Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
thank you.
You have to do your interpretive
I'm
dance.
going to do the dance and the
Okay.
rating.
Okay. It's a bit sour.
Ooh, that
So
sounds good
that-
to me. Okay. Nice.
And a 7.
A 7.
I'd give it a 7.
Well, I'd try it. A 7 out of 10 is something I'd try.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, totally. Next time you're making cocktails, okay?
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, because I've never made a cocktail, actually.
I didn't until
Wow.
lockdown, so
Oh. I'm impressed.
I can't be so innocent as that. Claim to be so innocent as that, but
Yeah, because I'm so innocent. I'm just sat here drinking beers instead.
I have these like nice little like martini glasses, so that of course means that I've made one cocktail in them. You know? But I'm storing them still because one day I might make another one. You know.
Yeah. I remember when I was like young reading a thing that if you put the tip of a glass into some water and then dip it in sugar, you get the sugar rim thing, which is like really obvious when you know. But I remember being young and being like, that's so amazing. I want to do it to everything now.
The same with like margaritas with salt, but like that to me does not. I don't like that at all. Like
Oh, is that what you do? Do you put salt on the...
Well, you can do, yeah. Some people do that, but I'm not. I'm not sure. That's a lot of
Oh,
salt.
hi guys.
As we've all
Hello.
guessed, I'm not really a...
Is
This
this
is
Gary?
Gary.
Oh,
This
Gary!
is
Gary, Gary's
Come
beautiful.
Come here. What's this?
Gary's
Say
quite
hello
a big
to
dog.
the-
What kind of dog is
He's
Gary?
very big. He's a German Shepherd.
Beautiful.
loves
And
the
is he
camera.
cross with
Gonna do a
anything?
song.
Yeah.
Gonna do a song.
Yeah, especially.
Is he gonna start licking
no,
the
he's just
microphone?
pure
Pure
German
German
he
Shepherd.
just like the microphone. Pure German Shepherd, yeah.
It's so funny because we couldn't see Gary earlier. Daisy was like, there's some
Yeah.
kind of noise. And I was like, I think it might be Jessie's dog.
Yeah.
I don't think it's Jessie breathing that loudly. so excited to perform.
Yes, we haven't heard it.
Meg Ella agrees. Meg Ella is listening. He is so handsome. Indeed.
He is.
Oh, I miss my dog so much. I had a beautiful Japanese Spitz dog for a while, who's like kind of white ball of fluffy fur, and similar color actually, similar kind of like the kind of white fluffy coat,
Yeah.
like shed all the time, and like everything was a bit of a nightmare. I mean, I don't know if German Shepherds shed, don't they?
Yeah,
you got a lot of fur.
yeah,
everywhere.
I've got Well, I've got black jeans on there, but they're practically white. So.
I don't miss that part, but I do miss having
Yeah.
a dog to, that is beautiful dog. I love dogs. So okay, well, so are we ready for?
I
for
love
more
dogs
music?
too. I'm so like jealous that you have an animal there with you. I'm like, oh,
Absolutely. Well,
I
are
miss
we-
living with an animal.
I know you had a cat sort of near, well, around.
Well, it wasn't my cat, but I lived with a cat, and
That's what I
he
mean,
was
a
the
cat
best cat in the world.
Oh, bagels. Yeah.
Bagels was the best.
Can Gary send texts? Well, what a weird question.
his-
I
Mike.
just
His paws are too big.
need to like maybe on an iPad.
Yeah, he needs an iPad. Yeah.
I just have to
dear.
point out that Ro made a really funny comment earlier.
What did Ro
She
say?
said after that description, I don't think you better make a hand description, Daisy.
Make a what?
Hand description for your drink.
Oh, I see. Because of what? Yeah. There could have been a different kind of gesture.
Gary.
Gaz, what's this? He's like, what are you doing? Why are you just talking to yourself?
Play with me. Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, so talking about talking, should we do some more singing?
Wait, I've got to do my drinks review.
Oh, you haven't done your tricks review. Oh my god!
I gave my
sorry.
preliminary one.
I was so
but this
confused
is my
because you did the
real
first
one.
thing, but it wasn't.
I
that
know.
one.
I'm sorry. I'll try not
Okay.
to go on too long. Okay.
So what is that one?
This is an Earth station.
Oh, I like this. I like the sound of it. And the look
I
of it.
like the sound of it, right, guys? Anyone who's taking notes, like all of you, I hope. Well, remember we've had a couple of Earth Station beers before, and we've had mixed reviews. This is an oatmeal pale. I want to love it.
like an oat.
Okay, I'm just starting with that. It's 4.5%. A creamy, soft, and sessionable dry hopped pale ale using loads of flaked oats in the grist. Low bitterness, got me. And a fruit-forward palette of Amarillo, Cascade, Citra, and Mosaic. Well, I know I like Citra and Mosaic and Cascade hops. So, just to tell you a little bit about why I want to love this brewery, the Earth Station Brewing Project believe that everyone should feel welcome in the world of great beer. The funds we raise through brewing support diversity and inclusion programs to help advance our cause in the industry we love.
Ah,
So
that's cool.
that's a noble,
Everybody should be allowed to be drunk.
Yes.
Equal rights for drunkenness.
Equal rights. I mean, I've no doubt. I mean, beer is quite a male-heavy world, isn't it? So,
I always drink beer in the pub, but quite shamefully, my favourite beer is Carling.
oh,
So-
Jessie,
So I know,
you've got
But
there's
it's,
nothing redeeming about Carling.
I know,
Usually
yeah,
people say Foster's, and I go, at least it's not Carling.
Yeah, I know. But I think in this area, because there's loads of, it's where they brew it, so it's usually about £2.30 a pint.
Okay,
so
well that's its redeeming feature.
it's just yeah, and then because I've drank so much of it, I now have a taste for it. So like, because I mean, it's not nice, is it? But
No.
now when I go to a bar in London, I'm like, where's the Carling?
You've got to seek out a Spoons or something. I'm pretty sure.
I
Spoons
know,
has got
yeah.
Carling. I mean,
Yeah,
I used to love Spoons, but they've done some questionable things, haven't they? So
Well,
Yeah,
even like the
definitely.
poster that was out today or something, wasn't it?
Oh, I've
Did you
missed
see Hannah
that.
White's post about it?
no, I've
No,
missed
just
this.
a questionably. Well, I don't know. I'm not gonna. Let's not go into politics now. But yeah, it's.
But no, I know they are a little questionable. But man, when you're
Yeah.
a broke musician in London, it's really hard to resist those cheap pints.
They have made pints
Yeah.
pretty cheap at the moment. That's partly what the poster's about. but
Although
it kind of-
they're partly contributing to broke musicians because they don't pay their PRS license, so that you
Well,
don't get any
God.
music in Wetherspoons pubs because
Yeah.
they won't pay to have music playing. So I shouldn't have patronised Wetherspoons, but never mind. Anyway, so we've had the description.
Okay, what does it taste like?
It smells fruity. It smells fresh. Oh, the same thing has happened.
What?
You remember how I said that there's something about these beers that like gets a little bit like mushroomy?
So very earthy, space
Yeah, I
earthy.
think it's like very earthy. Like at the start, it's like, oh, nice, and then you like it kind of goes fruity, earthy, but not the earthy that I want because I like earthy. but like a mushroomy kind of earthy. It's not really my bag. Which I feel bad about because I really want to like it. I do.
Oh well. So what is your rating then?
If I could give my rating on the first split second, it would be good, and then it would go down. I feel really bad like rating a kind beer company badly, but
it's okay. I mean, like, you can sort of choose your words, you know. Maybe.
Maybe if you like your mushroomy earthy beers, this is for you.
Yeah, I mean, maybe that's for somebody. Exactly.
Yeah.
I like medicinal, like Lefroy style whiskey.
Yeah.
So maybe this for me. You never know. Like, I have weird taste buds.
Yeah, maybe you'll like, because you're not a massive beer fan, are you? So
Well,
maybe you'd like this one. But you like mushrooms, I think, don't you?
I do like mushrooms. Yeah.
I
I mean, wait, that sounded like drugs. I meant like I like to eat. You know what
yeah,
I mean.
that's what I meant. I hadn't even thought the other way.
Okay.
But what I will say for it is there is no bitter aftertaste, and I'm glad about that. Low bitterness, true. Fruit forward palate, true. The fruit is forward, but it's not lasting. That's what I'd say about that. So, what would I give it for a hand gesture? I'd be like,
Oh, starts good. Then it's like a space rocket
yeah,
preparing
It's
to
like,
launch,
"Whoa!"
which only ever
down
ends
to
in-
earth.
Oh dear.
So
Ah.
there
Well,
we go.
there you
Oh, Will said perhaps beer brewing requires low morality.
Oh.
I hope not. No,
that's
because
not the case.
we had that great beer. You remember a couple of weeks ago that was by a beer company that were all about
Oh, yeah.
promoting women in beer.
I remember.
So that was nice, and I took a photo of the can, and I want to try and investigate that brewery further.
Indeed. Investigate makes it sound like some sort of like you're expecting something dodgy to be there.
Oh no, I use investigate to mean like peruse
good
at my
way.
leisure at 4 a.m.
Well, hey, maybe that could be a Herd Collective sponsorship. I mean, that seems like a match made in heaven, but you know.
Well, yeah, you read my mind, and I think we said it at the time. So that's also what I mean by investigate.
Right. Nice. Investigate.
They can invest in our gate. I don't know.
Anyway, we should probably get on with some music.
We
'cause,
should do some music.
now, we could either do the cover, one of the covers, or we could do, we could go back round the round. What do you reckon?
What do you think, Jessie? Because you've got guitars with tuning things.
But no, it's great because if you guys want to do a song, I can tune to whatever we want to do next. So
I reckon we should do one of the covers. I feel like it's a nice moment for
Yeah.
a group thing. If you're up for that.
yeah,
It's funny. It's funny that there's literally been an interesting point being made by somebody. Did you see that?
Oh, John's
John,
on
it's
the
like
ball.
you read people's minds. Seriously,
Okay.
John also got all of my. He's the person who got my themes. Because when I do my Sunday streams, I started doing this guess the theme segment, where I do 3 songs. You know, like on BBC Radio 6, they do what's it called? Theme time, tea time, theme time. Do you ever listen to that?
Wait,
So there's
Radio
like-
what?
I think it's 6.
Oh,
They do
right.
tea time, theme time, and what they do is they have 3 different songs, and then you have to people call in and they say what the link is between the 3 songs.
Oh, I think
So
they
I-
do variations of that on a few
Oh, and a few
radio
different
shows.
shows.
They've done
Yeah,
that on
probably.
Radio 2 as well.
Oh, maybe it's on that too. Yeah. Anyway, the point is that I decided to make my life even more complicated. You know, the Daisy way, and I still need to put that on a t-shirt. I decided to add an extra element to my themed Sunday streams, and I've added the little guess the theme segment. So both times John Bailey has got the answer first before anyone else. So John
Well
Bailey is
done,
like a
John.
mind reader, and I'm just quite spooked out. But anyway, so yeah, so you are right, John. We are actually already planning that particular song, and I think it's now time for that one to happen. Is that what we're going to do next?
Yeah, is that,
Is that what
is
we're
that
doing?
good?
Because you've already got your tuning already, right? So
yeah.
I'm going to just get
Yeah.
my my pedal.
So I'm not, a bad workman blames what hit their tools. But I usually do this in a different key, so I'm just gonna say I hope I've transposed this correctly.
It's my fault for playing it in such a weird key.
I can't put a capo on it.
If I can help you, Karen, I'll quickly say, so when it goes from the main section, then it goes to D.
Yeah.
If that helps, because that's the chord you didn't know.
No, it wasn't that I didn't know it. It's that on the harp I need to do a pedal change, and I hadn't factored it in.
Of course, because that doesn't
you've
go
got the
in
A
the
sharp
key.
and the F sharp, but you've got an A and the D. So
that makes sense.
Yeah, I've written a note for myself, so hopefully.
Actually, I might quickly tune. Sorry, I just realised I haven't tuned my guitar. Oh, it's not even plugged in. That's
all right. Well, just in case anybody has missed what we're singing, Jessie, do you want to give a little introduction to the song because it was your idea?
Yeah, so it's a cover of Teardrop by Massive Attack. So I've been sort of playing around with a few covers, and I thought I'd sort of do something a bit different, but then these guys, when we were practicing, have just absolutely smashed it, so
that's not
should
what
be
I'd
good.
say happened when I gave it.
Yeah. Well, no, it was amazing. That you could just suddenly
and
pick
it
it up.
sounds brilliant on the harp, it really does.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, we're a fan
you'll
of Jessie's
see.
version.
Yep.
You should see her version on YouTube because she's done a really cool thing.
Yeah, because you do the tap there.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, which you're about to hear.
I'm gonna try.
Which
And
if
I'm
I'd,
attempting
prepared,
a
I could have
complicated
done.
looping thing, which I might regret later. So we'll see how it goes.
But I'm not
Oh
going
yeah,
to
you
do
could totally do that.
I
Carry
could
on.
have, but I can't.
No, it's okay. It takes practice.
Unless I
for
just do
sure.
it to start.
Yeah, that could be cool.
And then I can't do it then, you see. No, I can't do both. How do you do it, Jessie?
Okay, you ready to go?
Are we ready?
I'm ready when you are.
Okay, right. Wish us luck. Love is a verb. Love is a doom word. Fearless on my breath. Gentle impulsion shakes me, makes me lighter. Fearless on my breath. Teardrop on the fire, fearless on my breath.
Light of my time, like flowers blossom, fearless on my breath. Feel like clouds on a fire over compassion, fearless on my breath. Teardrop on the fire, fearless on my breath. Ooh, 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 ooh,
confession, fearless on my breath, most faithful mirror, fearless on my breath. Teardrop on the fire, fearless on my breath.
We made it.
Wasn't sure how to end that. That's the problem with the loop.
No, I thought you ended it great.
All right. I love that song. Thank you for suggesting it. Actually, I haven't thought about that song. Well, since I heard you doing it, actually, and I haven't ever covered it. So I think, Carrie-Anne, you might have played a different version, right? But
Well, I've played in the original key.
yes, it works so well on the harp,
Yeah.
though. It's like with those bass notes, it's beautiful.
It's
Really
great. I just love that song so much. I mean, it's an incredibly, like, evocatively ethereal, beautiful song. And the way it builds. And, like, if you know the full version, like, breath,
I know, with all the...
Yeah.
I know.
and
I
all
wanted
that.
to layer all that, but I was like, I've already done enough singing. But, but yeah, like you can with all the production elements, it's just so such incredible production. But yeah, so that was a Massive Attack song, if you were wondering, in case you didn't know.
Teardrop. And it does have a
Yeah.
female writer on it. That's
Yes.
why we
Yeah.
covered it.
Mhm. Oh, apparently it's the theme tune to House. That's interesting.
Yes,
I
and
think
Will,
that I saw
Will
Will
said
say
that
that
as
too.
well.
Yeah.
And I still, it's been on my list to watch House. You know, I'm like 10 years late to the party. So,
Oh no, me too. I haven't seen it either. But yeah.
yeah.
Oh dear. Okay, so should we do a round again, or how should we do it?
Yeah,
What's the...
I think we should keep the music going.
Should we keep the music
and then
going?
I'll prepare the quick fire round.
Nice, good thinking. So do you want to do the next one, or should I do the next one?
Either. What? Oh no, wait. Who went first before? You.
I went first before.
We'll keep
Yeah.
the order the same, shall we?
All right. I'm gonna try another song that I haven't done in forever.
Exciting.
So this one I had never performed actually. So this is a debut again, pretty much. Well, the other one I
Oh.
had performed, but like very like
Debut
fresh.
daisy.
So I don't know. I'm just feeling like doing stuff I haven't done as much. I don't know why. I just feel like mixing it up a bit. I don't know. No, I'm not sure why I'm in such a bold move. Maybe it's the whiskey now, but
You're a hoyden. You know that word?
what's that?
A hoyden. Hoyden.
That's a
is
great
a bold
word.
girl.
Is it?
Yeah.
What language is that? If there's a language
English.
attached. Really?
I know the etymology. I'm not sure of the
Wow.
etymology.
That's
But
really
that-
cool. I like it.
I learnt that a few years ago, and then my friends and I were always like, "You're such a hoyden."
Yeah, nice. Well, hey, I like it. Okay. Well, I mean, it's not even that I mean, I'm just like, I should be able to know how to do this, but I literally have never I haven't sung this for maybe about 5 years or something.
Middle
maybe
Dutch,
more.
by the way, is the etymology.
Ah.
I think maybe comes from heathen because it's a boisterous, bold, and carefree girl.
Hmm.
Can be
Cheers.
perceived as rude, but not necessarily.
All right.
But the bold bit is the bit that I mean. You're so bold.
Oh,
You're such a
dear.
hoyden.
Oh, well, thank you. Well, it's the whiskey talking, I swear. All right, I'm gonna just give this a go. We'll see how it works. It might,
Do it.
Yeah, okay. It might not go well, but we'll see.
Oh, shall I give you the screen?
Thanks. All right. So, right here then. So Ilse's saying, "Is it soothing?" We'll see if it goes right. Hopefully. So this is this is a song called "Secondhand Heart," and I wrote it a long time ago. It's actually on SoundCloud, I think. Still, it might not be anymore, but I wrote it as part of this. Actually, was it part of that? Yeah, I kind of yeah. It was a long time ago. I can't remember the full circumstances, but this is oh gosh, why am I doing this? I haven't done this in so long. I'm hoping I don't totally forget it how it goes halfway through. But here this is Secondhand Heart, and I guess it's about having, you know, your first love is like, it's kind of hard to top it in a way, right? Because you have such high emotions when you first fall in love with somebody for the first time, and so this is kind of it's kind of about not being able to top that, I suppose, in a way. Like it's so the second-hand heart, like, you know, it's like a sort of doomed from the start kind of thing. So here we go. See if it works.
Hold me tight, don't let me go. Don't lose your grip on me. And ignite my fantasy. Please, please give in to me. Leave your mind, leave all behind. Come close and drown with me. Till the words that once were true fade in obscurity. We've met before and loved before and lost before today. Right from the start, my second-hand heart tears us apart. My second-hand heart. Come closer here, I see you now, and you can see through me. You appear through all the cracks and fall so easily, suffocated by the past, a seed that never grew. My first will haunt me till my last and overshadow you. I've longed before and loved before and left before today. Right from the start, my second-hand heart tore us apart. My second-hand heart, though it fit like a glove, this second-hand love, it tears us apart, 'cause it's second-hand, second-hand. Fit like a glove, this second-hand love, it tears us apart, 'cause it's second-hand heart. Hold me tight, don't let me go. Don't lose your grip on me. And ignite my fantasy. Please, please give in to me.
All right. Okay. Yeah, I made some mistakes, but yeah, I remember there was a whole other section, but I haven't written it down, so never mind.
That was great.
Cool. Thanks. Well, yeah, dusting off the second-hand heart.
Can you tell us a little more about that?
Well, yeah, sure. I mean, I sort of said vaguely before, but it's just kind of about, love being kind of, being hard to beat your first love, the idea of your first love, even if it's, I don't know, it's kind of, even if the love itself is flawed, it's still like the first rush of emotions you get when you fall in love for the first time. So it's kind of hard to beat that, and you kind of constantly compare your next lovers, whoever they might be, to the first one in a sort of weird way. Even I don't know. As now, I've moved on quite a bit from that feeling when I wrote it, it was such a long time ago. But that's still, I think that's what it was about, if I can remember properly. But yeah, it's interesting going back to it and sort of realizing that I don't feel the same way about it. But I guess it's
that's the beauty of writing something when you do feel something.
Well, yeah,
is that it's this like like a
Captures that
photograph, a
moment.
captured moment in time of how you felt about something.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, exactly. But I think it's the kind of dispelling of the fairy tale of the kind of the one true love idea, that we get told that we meet the one and then it's and that's the kind of how it's supposed to go, and if you don't, then somehow you're, I don't know, there's something wrong with you, or but actually ultimately I don't believe in an idea of the one. So but I suppose it's the kind of you have to kind of get over that idea maybe at some point when you're an adolescent and you're realizing that what you've been told all your life is not necessarily the truth.
When it's all gone to shit, you definitely have to get over that idea.
Well, exactly. Yeah, there you go. So yeah.
No, that's cool. I love
have you thought about what you're gonna do?
Yeah, I think so. Just for the sake of like not playing the songs on my EP too often, I'm gonna do a newer one. But I also have played this one quite a lot recently. But it's just nice to be able to play it on the big harp.
Yeah, totally.
So
Embrace
I'm
it.
just like, what's the key? What's the key? We're in D flat. So I think yeah. I think
Cool.
I'm gonna do Wrong Side.
Oh, nice. Love this one. Very cool. All right then, solo screen.
Dankeschön. So this is Wrong Side about being nocturnal.
I stretch the night into day. It's a backward way to live, they say. I stretch the hours beside, but it won't turn the tide of time away. And a choir of birds are singing songs that say you don't belong. And the morning bells are ringing, bringing time to sound its gong. And the world will turn without me. I'll be late to say goodbye. If you ever saw the wrong side, did you stop to wonder why? I'm on the wrong side of the morning and the wrong side of the night. Now the light side is dawning. I'll be left 'cause I couldn't be right. Here in no man's land, there are no plans, but it doesn't last. No one to hold my hand as I watch the sands of time slide past. And a choir of birds are singing songs that say you don't belong. And the morning bells are ringing for the sleeping to be gone. And the world will turn without me. I'll be late to say goodbye. If you ever saw the wrong side, did you stop to wonder why? I'm on the wrong side of the morning and the wrong side of the night. Now the light side is dawning. I'll be left 'cause I couldn't be right. The birds are singing like a symphony for an audience of one. I know it isn't meant for me, for yesterday is gone. The birds are singing like a symphony for an audience of one. I know I'm meant to be asleep, for a new day has begun. I'm on the wrong side of the morning
Anyone
Love
who's memorized lyrics will realize that I sang some of the original version of the lyrics there, rather than the version I
Oops.
settled on. I did it the
Aw.
first pre-chorus, and then I thought I'd do another version in the second pre-chorus just to continue the theme of,
Fair enough.
you know, an insight into the lyrics that didn't make the cut.
Well, there you go. Hey, well, that's kind of like the workshop. You know, this is like the journey it's been on. And of course, this is very much a new song for this year. And I think a lot of people are saying that it's one of their favorites. And I think it's it's been born out of the live streaming almost, because you took it to the live stream audience when you first started it, and I think everyone loved it. And so it's been nice to see how it's grown and how everyone's appreciation has as well.
I know, definitely feel so grateful to the live stream audience, because you guys are the reason that I was like, okay, I'm going to try and actually finish this song, and maybe if you like it, then I'll keep playing it, because I didn't really know whether it was any good or not. So
Oh God, I feel the same way about so many of the songs, right? And like, actually, it's been great having these streams, because people have given us a lot of nice feedback about these things that we thought we should discard, or that they weren't good enough to
already
play.
had discarded.
Well, yeah, exactly. Yeah. So there you go. But before we get Jessie to play another song for us, I wanted just to remind you again of our tip jar link. If you would like to send a donation to all of us, we share these out between the three of us, and so there's the link, paypal.me/Herd Collective. No pressure to do any tipping, but if you would like to, then that is how you can send us any tips. And also you can buy our individual music as well, so you can find our various Bandcamp pages. I'm going to just quickly do a run.
Do you have a Bandcamp, Jessie?
No.
But you
So
can
everyone
find-
has to DM Jessie personally to get her.
Yes.
Yeah. Sorry to be difficult.
But if you find her online, so at Jessie Reid Music on Instagram and Facebook and Twitter, I think as well. Yeah, Twitter as well. But Spotify is where you can hear lots of her music, and I recommend you following and liking and sharing and all the stuff. But if you wanted to, you can hear the single that we're all part of, which is the Talking About a Revolution song, on our Herd Collective Bandcamp page, and also you got Carrie Ann's Bandcamp page as well.
Thank you.
And then I think mine is somewhere too. Oh, here we go. It's a ticker, but that's fine. That looks kind of weird next to it. But yeah, there you go. That's mine, which is daisychuteofficial.bandcamp.com, and then and the Teespring as well. So that's our Herd Collective merchandise as well. Sorry, I'm just spamming you with all the things at the same time.
all the ways.
Just so I don't have to do it again so much. So but yeah, but ultimately, if you would like to show your appreciation to Jessie for tonight, you could follow her on her social media, on her YouTube, as well as her Facebook and Instagram and Twitter at Jessie Reid REID music. And also you can as Peter also just pointed out, thank you, that you can tip us all tonight for our performance. Thank you. Oh yeah, thank you, Mike. Appreciate that. We saw that actually. Thank you very much. Gerald is saying
wow,
beer
Mike
time.
was super organized.
Super organized.
Ahead of time. You've got faith in us, Mike. Thank you.
Absolutely. Cheers to you. And on your birthday as well. Wow.
Oh,
We should be tipping you for that. That doesn't make sense. But you know what I mean. We should get you a drink anyway. A virtual drink. I wish people could do virtual drinks. Actually, you know what? I think I saw there was like a Buy Me a Coffee website. Did you see that? Buy me a coffee, buy me a tea. Have you seen that? It's quite cool. But I need to look into it more. But it's like I think it's another busking kind of musician app thing. But anyway, there you go.
Oh, nice.
So so Jessie, are you ready to do another song? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Do you
Yes.
feel like it? Yeah. Awesome.
I feel like I know the song from that little.
Yeah.
I think
I'm excited.
Is it the one that we know a bit more because wait no.
Yeah, it's Time Goes By, which is on my
Yeah.
Spotify and all those places.
Very cool. Very
It's
excited.
brilliant. I mean, they're all
All right.
brilliant.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. This is Jessie.
By the way, last time I played this was probably at my last live gig, which must have been late February. So let's see if I can remember it.
Fire's burning cold won't you miss me like you used to? The crescent moon's full, going home. We're all fired up, we're tangled up, we're enmeshed to the point of messed up. Ooh. As time goes by, when we keep heading round in circles, never letting go, never letting go. As time goes by, when we keep heading round in circles, never letting go, never letting go. When the fire is burning cold, but won't you miss me like you used to? When the crescent moon's full, going home. We're all fired up, we're tangled up, we're enmeshed to the point of messed up. Ooh. Ooh. As time goes by, when we keep heading round in circles, never letting go, never letting go. As time goes by, when we keep heading round in circles, never letting go, never letting go. As time goes by, when we keep heading round in circles, never letting go, never letting go. As time goes by, when we keep heading round in circles, never letting go, never letting go. Thank you.
Beautiful. So good. Awesome.
Thank you.
Love that song so much.
Oh, it's so good.
So
It's
good.
just so good.
Thank
When did
Like
you write
everyone
that
else's.
one?
Yeah.
I wrote it maybe two years ago or so. I think I was actually in South America at the time.
Oh wow,
So
whereabouts?
hence why my guitar's so broken. So I
Oh,
took it
gosh.
around like on a bus for about 2 months. And I went to this beautiful place called Huacachina where they had
Wow.
just sand dunes, and I just thought, oh, I'll just mess around. And at the time, I couldn't tune the guitar because one of these, I don't know what you call them, one of these bits had fallen off. So I was like, oh, I'll put the capo on instead, and then just came up with it. So yeah.
Cool.
Dude, that's a fascinating story. That's,
Yeah.
that's amazing.
So like there you go. Like through adversity, you came up with a whole new thing because
Yeah,
you couldn't tune the
adapted,
string.
yeah.
I was like, they often
Yeah.
say that when you do something wrong, that's how you get creative. You know?
Hey? There you go.
Like
Yeah.
so it's that, like Daisy said, adversity. I know that sometimes I'll have an idea, then I'll do something wrong, and I'll be like, oh, that's actually quite nice.
Absolutely, yeah. And
Yeah.
it's about kind of having an ear for that and not like not getting obsessed with perfection, I suppose. And it's funny, I had because I sometimes I teach a bit of music, and one of the students I had was a perfectionist, and so she would never kind of be able to like let go, and like if she made a mistake, she would freak out and she wouldn't be able to recover. And,
Oh no.
and so I basically just try to get her to be really silly and to like improvise and to be okay making mistakes, and just like get used to making mistakes and being okay with it, and which is quite a hard thing for perfectionists. So I'm not sure if I really achieved it with her, but in the time we had, but yeah, it's through those mistakes and through those kind of like that letting go that you come up with, you know, something totally new.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Yeah,
It's about
definitely.
listening to it and not judging it, you know, and about kind of being open to the
Yeah,
idea
yeah.
that comes through it. But I think,
Yeah.
yeah.
You don't
so-
want to be an editor in the creative stage. That's what they
Absolutely.
say, right?
This is what I say. I quote the Disney writing and editing room. So Walt Disney, well, questionable character in lots of ways, but obviously created some pretty epic characters in the history of film, and so Disney would have like a yes room, I think was the name for it, which basically meant that any idea was only ever met with yes, in the way that like when you have an improv group, it's yes and, right? So the idea is nobody can poo-poo an idea or like, you know, start questioning it. So that was like the kind of freestyle creative room, like no no's basically. And then the next room was the editing room, so that then they could take those ideas and then dissect them there. But the point is that you try and free yourself from that judgment when you're creating,
Yeah.
and stop trying to edit as you create, which I find sometimes holds me back. But
Yeah.
what about you?
Yeah, I definitely
Yeah.
like come up with an idea and I'm like, I know it's shit. No, and then
Yeah.
move on.
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
sometimes if you persevere, it might get better.
Yeah, I think it's a mixture of like self-judgment and then also distraction. Like for me, that's the biggest reason I don't finish things is because I get distracted with other things. And the world definitely constantly distracts you with, you know, every social media notification coming up, and you know, we love it for lots of reasons, but also it's distracting. And
That's
I
why
remember-
writing in South America on a sand dune sounds like a great idea.
Yeah.
absolutely,
Yeah, there was no
despite the
internet or
guitar
anything,
going wrong.
so-
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
So how long did it take to write that song?
Probably only like an afternoon. You know, when sometimes like a song just sort of
Yeah.
manifests itself. But whereas other songs they take maybe like a year just of
Yeah.
you know, bits and bobs. Maybe because of all the distractions and stuff. So
Yeah,
but yeah,
well,
that was
exactly.
about an afternoon. So
That's
There you go.
amazing.
That-
Well, I
that-
think
when
there's
you're in the
different-
flow. Yeah,
Different
amazing.
forms of
Yeah.
writing. I know that I've had some that happen like really quickly and other ones that take like years. Because
Yeah.
I've had an idea
Yeah.
and I can't develop it for whatever reason, and then like years later,
It has its time
something
and
else
place.
it just
triggers
comes back,
and
yeah.
it kind of works with something else. So
Sometimes
Yeah,
you're too
yeah.
close to sometimes it's emotional for you, and it's too close to kind of really
Yeah.
tackle it. Like sometimes you need to escape that emotion that maybe sparked it to begin with. I don't know.
yeah.
But
or
often,
especially I just like I get lots of little ideas and I write them down or voice memo them, you know,
Mm.
and then I just forget to sort of try and expand on it or finish it.
Mm.
So then sometimes I'll go back through them and be like,
oh, that was
maybe
okay.
I
Yeah.
should now I could. Oh, something else has reminded me. Like,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've got about 500 voice notes of just like
All those songs
20
it could
seconds
be.
of I do. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's more. I mean, I think we're probably all, you know, quite good generators of ideas. It's just then actually getting down to doing the
Just
hard
finalising
work
it,
of
yeah.
finishing it and
Mm.
also, well,
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, working on it and then finishing it. You know, like actually the
Mm.
finishing is quite hard.
Yeah.
But yeah, only just like having confidence. Hey, nice, very
Sorry.
good.
I
Sometimes
don't
it's
stop
easy.
it.
Okay. Obviously, that's the joke of the night.
Yes, well, that's
so-
my joke of my life.
So Gavin is a wonderful producer who's a friend of ours, and he said he loves your style of songwriting. Where can we hear your streams?
Oh, thank you. Gavin.
or stream your songs, sorry. So how do we find those? What's your preferred
At
method?
Jessie Reid Music. I think they're on all the platforms, but yeah, Spotify is my main go-to when I
Yeah.
try and find songs. But yeah, they're on them all. So Jessie Reid.
There is
You should
a
find
link
them,
in the
yeah.
description. I'm going to try and copy it now so that you can see. Gosh, how do I find that? Okay, I'll try and copy it when we next get an opportunity where it won't be.
Wait, what link are you trying to copy?
I was just trying to copy the Spotify link. It's in the event description, but also
Oh.
in the post description at the top of the. Oh wait, the description's in. Of course, we're in.
In
we
the
can.
you got it.
Yes.
I
Well,
was
no,
gonna
I can get it, but I just realised that of course it's in here. I have never tried to access it from inside the stream.
Yeah, you can
there it
edit a
is.
Facebook description midstream, but not a YouTube one, I have discovered.
Interesting. Okay, so here, Spotify link for Jessie's music coming right up. Ding, ding, ding. I hate that Spotify doesn't do like a kind of
Thank you.
like a smart URL.
Personalized
stuff thing.
URL, yeah.
I know.
That
maybe
would be
they're-
handy.
Yeah, that would be good, wouldn't it? But I don't know. Maybe there are some, but we're at the independent level, so we don't get that kind of reward.
Yeah.
I don't know. But yeah, so there we go. So that's Jessie's music, and thank you for that, Gavin. And also, there's been some lovely comments, including
Yeah,
people
everybody's
saying
loving you, Jessie.
that
Oh,
you're
thank you, everyone.
their
Thanks so
favorite. Ro likes you very much. Obviously, she thinks she said you've had some great
Oh.
guests, but Jessie is her favorite. So there you
Oh,
go.
thank you.
And people have asked if you could return as well.
Yeah,
So,
Viv would like you to
Great.
come back.
Viv is saying, please have Jessie on again.
Oh, nice.
So
Oh, thank you so
lots of
much.
lovely praise there.
Maybe if we do the PJ part 2,
Part 2.
we'll have to get Jessie.
Absolutely. Are you? Well, actually, we're going to find out more about you in a minute because we're going to do the quickfire round. I was going to
Yes.
say, are you a
Oh,
night
okay.
owl? But we will find out very soon. Okay, so are you ready for your quickfire round?
Yep.
Yes. Are you, yeah.
I
that
think
was-
so. Am I? I don't know.
Well, I'm not even ready myself. I'm going to get the music up 1 second.
They're
Quickfire.
mainly either or questions, but the odd
Oh,
one
okay,
isn't
fine.
either
Yeah.
or. But you can
Yeah.
you can still give like a short answer. You know,
Okay. Yeah,
It's-
perfect. I'm ready.
Okay.
it's not like what is the meaning of life?
Well, we all
Unless
know
you
that.
just say
It's,
42.
Well, exactly. You're allowed to say that. Okay, so here we go. I'm hoping this isn't too loud this time.
Who's starting?
Oh, you start.
Okay. Whiskey or wine?
Wine.
Tea or coffee?
Tea.
Red or white?
Red.
Fruit or veg?
Veg.
Sun or moon?
Moon.
Night or day?
Night.
There's our
Yeah,
answer.
that makes sense.
Walk or run?
Walk. Definitely.
Spring or summer?
Spring.
What's the first thing you thought of when you woke up today?
Ooh. What day is it? Should I be somewhere?
Most wanted dinner guest?
Oh God. Oh, just my friends.
Oh, that's nice.
Lovely.
If you were a hip hop
Oh, that's
artist.
yours,
Oh, wait.
yours, sorry. It's your fault. It's not my
is it-
fault. Yours. You know what I mean? My
Thanks,
fault.
Daisy.
Your question.
If you were a hip hop artist, what would your stage name be?
Big in the game.
Do you know that one from before?
B-I-J. Someone has asked me that, yeah, but then I think someone is already called like B-I-G. Like
I'm pretty
Big
sure
in-
Notorious B.I.G. or
The
something. I've seen.
Notorious B.I.G.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I could be the
Gavin
next
will
one,
be able to tell us because
B.I.G. too.
Gavin is a rapper as well. So, all right, we're talking all the way through this music, and we're going to run out of music. Favorite TV show?
Oh God. What is it? Gogglebox.
Oh, I like it.
Favorite film?
Bridget Jones 2.
Ooh, love number 2 as well. Brilliant. Glass half full or empty?
Half empty.
Oh, pessimist.
No, honest. I think everybody comes on here and
Honest,
thinks
okay,
they have to
realist,
say
fine,
say
realist.
half full to be like,
Oh, I think I meant half full, but I panicked.
Oh, that's okay.
But maybe naturally I'm. But maybe I'm naturally a pessimist. I don't know.
I think it's more complex than that, but it's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Book or film?
Book.
Stephen Hawking or Richard Dawkins?
Stephen Hawking.
J.K. Rowling or Jane Austen?
J.K. Rowling. Even though she's been in trouble lately, hasn't she?
I was going to say, yeah.
Before
I
that.
think we maybe need to revise some of these questions, but then.
Yeah.
Handmaid's
Still wrote good books.
Handmaid's Tale or Fleabag?
Fleabag.
Nice.
Dolly Parton or Madonna?
Dolly Parton.
I think I know the answer to this one, but Carole King or Joni Mitchell?
Joni Mitchell.
Which woman, dead or alive, would you most like to have dinner with? That's kind of similar to an earlier question.
Maybe Virginia Woolf.
Oh, nice. I was literally going to talk about Virginia Woolf because of her essay, A Room of One's Own, which I was going to talk about not being distracted when you're writing. Anyway,
okay.
sorry. I'm going to go back halfway through this music because we are talking more than you are, as usual. Okay. Which woman would you like to collaborate with?
So, The Machine from Florence and the Machine.
Oh, I like it. That's cool.
That's a good answer. Which female artist would you like to see at Glastonbury?
Florence and the Machine.
She was
Nice.
at Glastonbury.
Okay.
Or just
cool.
The Machine.
Yeah, nice. Well, you like harp then, obviously, because she's got lots of harp players. So, Reading or London? Wait, Reading. Wait, Reading is where you're from, right? Or have we just made that up?
No.
Birmingham or
Birmingham. London, definitely. Yeah.
So, carry on, put Reading or London, and I was thinking,
I wrote, wait, was it Reading? Because I was like, I know you live near to Reading. And I was like,
She lives near. Remember, we were
bit
just
more
to the gig in Coventry. Okay. All
I'm
right.
really sorry about that.
No, I should have just corrected it because I knew that wasn't right. But I was like, well, maybe I don't know.
No,
Anyway,
you just see my message below. I was like,
yeah, no, I
did
did, but I just thought that you would know because like you seemed like so confident with it. I was just like, well,
That's why the
just
question
even-
below was like question.
Anyway, Birmingham or London,
Jessie.
and you said London. I
London.
believe.
And then the
London or
last
Reading.
question.
Last question. You ready for
Reading.
this? This is the big one for us because this is the one that everybody's asking about always. Ready? Harp or
Banjo.
Only because I've heard so many banjo jokes. It's not fair on you, really. So I'm going to say banjo.
Very diplomatic. Very diplomatic.
Very good. Thank you. Well, yeah, no, I mean, I don't know. I haven't really actually counted what the score is for the past 16 weeks of who said what.
I know. Has anyone else been counting?
I don't know. We could probably go through it, but to be honest, I can't be bothered. But thank you very much, Jessie Reid.
Hooray! Very good with the quick fire. You're very quick. It's us that
You're
make it
much
long.
quicker than us because we just went on tangents there, and we asked repeated questions and kind of weird things. Anyway, never mind. We need to maybe revise this.
Well, I did see the difference between the two dinner questions was one was
Women.
open-ended and then the other one was woman, like which
Yeah.
usually implies like some kind of artist or celebrity, like somebody you admire.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, indeed.
I like the fact that you said you're friends. That's a lovely answer.
Yeah, that's lovely. Absolutely.
And then-
but I
I
also
might
like Virginia
revise that
Woolf
once
too.
I see them.
Oh dear.
Edward said the banjo got the sympathy vote there.
Oh, I know. It's not exactly the vote we were after. Hey,
Oh,
Banjo.
Graham!
Oh.
Thanks, Graham. Look at this. If this was the Premier League, Harp would have won the title weeks ago. Sorry, Daisy.
Oh, but come on now. I don't think that's fair. I mean, come on. What is that based on?
I think it's based on people's quickfire answers.
Really? Have you been calculating? Well, we have to
I think
include the
Graham
PJ
has.
party
I think
because the
Graham
PJ
has.
party we had actually more banjo than harp, but you know.
Ian says Carrie Ann Harp has won. I mean,
Alright.
it's not a competition, but if it was,
Well, considering yours is about, I would say maybe 20 times more expensive than my instrument.
I think it's a lot more than 20 times expensive than your
Really?
instrument. This,
Okay.
yeah.
20? Is it really like that?
And it's hard. It's harder.
Oh no!
to
Oh yeah,
carry
you're
as
right. It's more like
well,
100
so-
times expensive because
Yeah,
it's more in the
Especially
in the
knowing your
thousands.
banjo.
Well, no, I mean my banjo is like sure it was like £300, but like I think yours is more like
Oh, let's not go there.
that's not good. But a harp is definitely quite.
I've had this harp
a feat of
for-
engineering.
I've had it for many years, let's say. And it was a lot cheaper. We got it with like a grant at the time because I was in the Surrey Youth Harp Ensemble.
Oh, nice.
So they did a grant. But anyway, there's a sticker on it, which is the original price. And I'm like, oh my gosh, you can't buy a harp for that anymore.
Oh really? Oh okay. So there you go, inflation. So I think we're ready for our wait. What are we ready for? What's the next thing?
Well, I think maybe Jessie to do another song. Maybe.
Yeah, if you fancy it. I know that we said 4, but I think, but if you're
Wait,
up for doing a
how
fifth.
many's Jessie's done? 3 though, hasn't she?
1, 2. I can't. Wait. Let me just. Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. I think.
I've done
Wait.
3.
You've done 3.
Yeah,
My
so
fault.
we want to hear Jessie's fourth song.
I'm sorry, I'm getting confused
Okay.
because we've done a cover and that's why I was like, that,
Yeah.
that doesn't count as well. Yeah. Okay, cool. So if you're ready for Jessie, if you're ready, Jessie, or do you need a moment to tune and stuff? We can talk over the tuning if you need.
No, all good.
Lovely,
good.
very
It's
cool.
in
I'm
standard
excited.
tuning, so. Yeah.
Ah, no
Are you
way.
feeling okay?
Yeah. Okay, give it up for the wonderful Jessie Reid. Here we go.
Oh, is that right? Yeah. Lay down your head on my shoulders. Lay down with me. Taking a second just to breathe you in. 'Cause I've got you. If I've got you. Ooh, if I've got you. If I've got you. Time is my enemy, forever letting you go. Time is my nemesis, how do we go slow? If I've got you, if I've got you, ooh, I've got you, if I've got you. Shall we kiss once more? One for the road. Just lay your sheets on the floor and just sleep until dawn. Time is my enemy, forever letting you go. Time is my nemesis, how do we go slow? If I've got you, if I've got you, ooh, 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 ooh, ooh. Thank you.
Ooh, beautiful. That's so good. Oh, sorry. Oh.
We both pressed it.
Both did it. Gorgeous.
Oh, that was lovely. What's that one called?
Wow.
That one's called I've Got You.
Oh, so
Yeah.
lovely.
So gorgeous.
Thank you.
And look at that. Hey, Andy saying really connected with your music this evening.
Oh,
Um,
thank you.
Right up there as a firm
Oh,
favourite.
Fun favourite.
Lovely.
Aw.
Gorgeous. And Noah's asking, how many songs does Jessie Reid, I think, has Jessie Reid wrote?
How many songs have
Um,
you written?
Ah,
Oh, like 30
30. Cool.
or
Nice.
so.
Oh, I want to hear them
But
all.
only. Yeah. Yeah.
Have you ever counted how many songs you've written, Karen? I haven't tried, but
I haven't actually because a lot of them are like not quite finished or
yeah.
or I
You've
just
probably written more
discard.
than you've probably written more than you think you have in a way. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but you've written a lot as well because you've done a lot of co-writes as well. Daisy,
I've written
so-
lots of like songs for projects, like for like library albums and for like TV shows. And that
Yeah,
kind
I
of
always forget to like count ones I've done for like. I mean, I haven't done as many of those things as you, but I've done the odd bit. But I always forget that
thing.
counts.
So that counts. Yeah.
Yeah.
True. But yeah, no, it's yeah, we should definitely do. We wanted to do more Herd Collective co-writing actually, and that's one thing we've started doing. In fact, we've finished our first ever Herd Collective co-write between Carrie-Anne and I, and we're hoping to do more between other
Nice.
members of the Herd Collective. So maybe we can do a little co-write with Jessie if you're up for it. But yeah, we wanted to do that a bit more, because there's one thing we've realized when we've been trying to find songs to cover by women is that there's so many songs by men and not that many by women. And actually the percentage is reflected in a lot of the stats we read as well. Like something like 6% of chart music is written by women, like top 40 music. And then like, I think it was 17-18% or something of registered songwriters and composers are female. So like 17%, that's like,
Not enough.
not enough. So yeah, so anyway, there's not that many people, women who've written songs. Actually, I mean, maybe there are more now, but historically anyway. And we want to try and encourage that. So maybe we can.
And
do
even when there is a female, like a female artist who's co-written, it's often like a team of men.
Yeah,
You know, and that female voice is still smaller than the percentage majority. So it would be good to encourage more, you know, women in the writing room.
Absolutely. Yeah, for sure. Well, hey, you can hear our song actually. In fact, I was going to say, Carrie-Anne, do you want us to play a little bit of the trailer? Have you
I
heard
guess
it yet?
we could. Yeah, I have heard it.
We could hear just maybe the first
Yeah,
minute or
do
something,
it.
just to give you a little snippet, because it's basically, it's not the song. It's I wonder if we could actually play the song, and not like live, but I mean the recording.
Yeah,
Well, I don't know.
if that's not boring without a visual.
You can
Yeah, maybe-
mime.
But I just feel that we should just do like a minute of it or something, just to kind of give people an idea. Do you know what I mean?
Taste.
A little taster, because I think that it's kind of exciting that it's now finished, and the trailer literally just launched for this podcast that we've been writing
Might we
for
not have
today.
to do it as the trailer? Well, I don't have it on YouTube or anything. We need it in a Chrome tab, right?
Yeah, but I sent it, I think, didn't I, as an attachment? Did I not? To Mark. Let me have a look. You're right. It might not be possible. It might have to be the trailer, but because the trailer has some text on top. But it's for a podcast, which is why there's text on top. So it's for a podcast. Actually, it's in my Dropbox.
Well, we could just do I was going to say we could just do the trailer because that kind of gives a bit of context.
Oh, sure. Okay. Yeah,
And then
it was kind of
as-
interesting to hear.
to-
Yeah.
To introduce the idea of like where the writing came from.
Yes. So basically, there's a podcast that we were asked to write for. Actually, a friend of mine who I've known a little while, he approached me and with this project, and I said this would be perfect for the Herd Collective because it's all about women, and as the project is called, well, the podcast is called End of the Line, and it's a series of, I think, 12 different stories all about women who aren't mothers and who, you know, for whatever reason they haven't got kids, and it's all about their stories and about the kind of the questions they end up facing on a daily basis about why they've chosen not to be mothers or why they're not mothers, you know, and very personal questions. And so it's kind of about that weird sort of what's the word, the paradox of, you know, like why you know, the unevenness of why women are asked that question more than men, for instance. And yeah, and it's quite personal, these stories to different people, and so we wrote this theme tune is a funny word for it, but you know, this sort of song that is thread through the podcast. And so we use the name of the series, which is called End of the Line, and so the song is also called End of the Line, which is actually lifting one of the lines from one of the stories. And so just to give a little bit of context, so this is all about women and you know, women who have not, you know, either hasn't, I can't think of the right way to say this, but women
who
are
don't
not,
have children, basically.
women who don't have children, basically. And so yeah, so here's a little, I'm going to just share the audio. Wait, how do I do that? Oh yeah, haven't done it for a while. Share screen, Chrome tab, share audio. Which one is it? End of the line. Here we go. So yeah, it will be available, I think, by the end of the month, but the trailer's been launched now, so you can hear a little bit of this. Here we go.
Once upon a time you gave a book you said to make
But
it
I
right.
couldn't make it
There's only so much time.
made it mine.
The End of the Line, Sally. really got me, though, was what he said about his name. He said he was an only child, and that if he didn't have kids, then his family name would die with him. That his family name would be at the end of the line. I asked him, what about my name? What happens to that? I've got girlfriends who get Christmas cards where they don't even get an initial on the envelope. It's just Dr. and Mrs. No first name, no birth name, not even an initial.
Would it shame my family? Would you place your shame on me?
Louise. Actually, we've decided not to have kids. Then it just invites more questions. Questions which are increasingly intrusive and personal. Maybe I should just be honest. Actually, there's a very serious hereditary mental health issue in my family, and as it's very likely to affect me, we've decided that having kids would be a pretty fucked up thing to do.
And it's not up to
It was never up to you.
and every page is
Don't dream I do.
Skylar.
Just pause it there. There's quite a lot more, and I should have warned you, but that was a swear word.
Oh, it's
Anyway.
past 9 p.m. It's okay.
Oh yeah, it's okay. Hopefully. So yeah, no, there's more of the trailer, of course, and more stories. But there are 12 different stories, and our music is interweaving it, and we will hopefully be releasing the track as well, so you'll hear the full track in its entirety.
It
but yeah.
sounds amazing. It's really like atmospheric and haunting. It's lovely. Yeah.
Well,
Oh,
thank you very much.
I think this one.
Thank you very much. Well, yeah,
It's
you can
fun
hear the
to write.
harp and piano, and there's no banjo in there, so.
And that's why it's haunting.
Oh, okay, come on, and banjo can be haunting, and for the right reasons, okay. Anyway,
For the wrong reasons.
I can point you to many great albums of banjo music that is haunting and beautiful. But anyway, I'm not gonna go on my high horse anymore. But yeah, the point is that that is going to be released at some point this month at the podcast itself, and we will release this song as well, so you can hear it in its full form. And this is the first ever Herd Collective songwriting collaboration, so hopefully the first of many. So we're hoping to do more, and then to pair up, that sounds weird, but you know what I mean, like get other people writing together within the Herd as well, and just try and get more female created music out there in the world, and
More
just work
female
with,
voices. It's always a
Yes.
good thing.
absolutely, and just work with talented female artists that we admire, like Jessie Reid here.
Yeah.
So yeah, if she's up for it. So obviously sometimes people like to write on their own, and that's fine as well, because I know it sometimes can be very personal. So
No, definitely. It
Yeah.
sounds great plan.
Have you done much co-writing, Jessie?
A little bit, but mainly when I've sort of been like thrown into it with someone I don't know, and I've gone, oh, I don't really know what it's like. Yeah. But yeah, with you guys, I'm sure it would be different. So yeah.
well, yeah,
Yeah.
I think it helps knowing the person you're writing with, for sure.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Yeah.
Although sometimes you can be even more open with people you don't know, because it's sort of, I don't know, it's
Yeah,
like
true.
when you
Yeah.
talk to strangers, sometimes you can say things you would never say to people you know. I don't know if you find that, but
Yeah.
Depends on the stranger.
well, yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. So I think we might be at the end of our stream almost. Are we?
Yeah. Should we do the? Well, oh, we're gonna go now, everyone. Oh.
I know. So yeah, no, we had another song planned if you wanted an encore, but we obviously haven't got an ability to know if you want an encore, so we're just gonna go
Well, we
ahead
have
and
to
do it
wait for
anyway.
the 10 to 15 second delay and be like, oh, we're leaving.
Encore. Hopefully, fingers crossed, and not awkward at all.
But actually, in this time, we can just
Okay, we got an encore finally.
one. Woohoo! Edwin, thank you.
Yay.
Jesse, do you do any regular streaming or?
Not really. I am the Buskin London scheme. I'm doing a show at Camden Market on Friday. If
No
anyone's in
way.
London.
Oh, cool.
So you're gonna travel
Yeah,
down
just-
down from Birmingham?
Yeah,
area.
yeah,
Yeah.
and
Cool.
yeah.
I guess that's quite
So that'd
easy
be
to
good
Euston,
to
right?
play. Like, yeah. It's not,
Amazing. So on Friday in the Camden Market. Very cool. Because Buskin London, I haven't done anything with them, but I know Carrie Ann has. And
I've done
we
a
have-
lot with them, and they have
Yeah.
actually emailed me about some of the performing opportunities at the moment.
Yeah.
But I'm still a
Okay.
bit like, I don't know what too. 'Cause
Well, it's hard because because
I live with someone at risk, and so I don't want to put them at risk.
Oh,
and
do you?
so,
Okay.
yeah.
Fair enough.
But it's great that I think I'm sure they are very safe the way that they're doing them.
Yeah,
They seem like
many,
it from the photos.
yeah.
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 Yeah, we have quite a few of the Herd Collective members who have done stuff like Charlotte Campbell and Simeon Hammond-Alice and Sharika
Sharika
Sherrard. We saw the pictures of them doing the Selfridges opening, and actually I'm doing John Lewis's opening on Thursday, so I'm doing my first ever gig after lockdown. Well, this is still in lockdown kind of, but the easing up, so I'm doing one for John Lewis, and that was going to be interesting. I will see how that goes.
Oh, are you at John Lewis itself?
Yeah, in the Oxford Circus one. So I'm going to be in the shop window, very very isolated and literally like surrounded by barriers, so nobody will be able to spit on me and vice versa. So not that the people usually spit on me, but
Well, when you're playing banjo.
I know, right? But I'm trying to be as like cautious about everything as possible, and just like I'm going to wear masks the whole time that I'm not singing, and try and keep myself to myself and not, I'm just, hopefully it will be okay. But I'm a bit nervous though. We'll see how it goes. But so, we'll let you know. But Friday at Camden Market, that sounds cool. I wish I could, maybe I can go. I don't know. Yeah, well, let us know the time and I'll try and make an appearance. But what time are you going to be doing it?
Not off the top of my head.
Check Jessie's social media.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Actually, exactly. So and actually, so do you do any live streams as well online?
No.
Well, that's what
not
prompted
at
the
moment.
question. I
Right.
said.
Yeah. Exactly. I was wondering. Yeah.
But
so
no.
No. Okay.
But no.
Cool.
But I
do you plan to?
Should do more. But
Are you feeling? Are you getting the? I don't know. Are you getting the live stream bug now that we've got you on?
yeah, I've done a couple. I don't like doing them on my own though, because I'm far too awkward to like host a a show. So
You just have to
it's been
become
great with you
comfortable with
guys.
talking to yourself.
Yeah.
Out
I know.
loud.
Carrie-Anne is very good at it.
Yeah.
No, I'm quite
Very
good at it
good
too.
at
I was like, okay, fine. But no, you have to like the sound of your own voice for sure. It's just a little, but it is a little awkward.
Or
first.
the other thing you could do is just play music and not bore everyone with your talking. That's another option that I could consider.
Indeed. Well, there's you could always like team up with people and do like say Barry, for instance, he does them as well, so you could maybe do one with Barry.
Yeah,
And
that's a good
actually
idea,
Facebook and Instagram, they let you do like guest things without having to go through another platform. So although I have to say StreamYard, big thumbs up for me because the sound seems to always be better than when you go native to Facebook and stuff, in my opinion, but who knows.
StreamYard is great.
It is good. And we're not sponsored by them, promise.
Although we wouldn't say no.
If they're listening, I don't think they are, but if they are, definitely you should, and we will watch and promote. So let us know when that's happening.
Oh, thank you.
And Daisy, you do a stream on a Sunday night.
I do, Sunday night at 6 p.m. BST, which just stands for bullshit time. No, British Summertime. Sorry. British Summertime or GMT plus one.
That was a good one. I didn't see that coming.
That was terrible. It's so the British time, 6 p.m. for a couple of hours, like 2.5 hours or so, and Carrie-Anne also does one on
Thursdays at about 9 p.m. On Facebook and YouTube, and 8 p.m. on Instagram, and both of those are ish. But if you do, get notified, then you'll just get notified when I'm live. You don't need to.
Yes, if you follow the notifications for each of us, then you will find out those things. So when you click on our names on Facebook or whatever, I think there's a way of getting notifications, but I'm not entirely sure how that happens. But there's like it comes up sometimes. Yeah. Just try and click yes when it comes up, or you can go to our pages themselves, and then I think you can opt in through that. But yeah.
Well, I'm Thursday nights, Daisy's Sunday nights, and Herd is Tuesday nights. That's all you gotta know.
Pretty much we monopolised the live stream channels, and but yeah. So hopefully, see you this week. Hopefully at one of those. So and we hope you stay in touch with Jessie as well. I'm sure you will from all your feedback. You obviously are big
everyone
fans
loves
now.
it. I'm sure you've got
stay in
a whole
touch.
legion of dedicated fans now, Jessie.
Indeed.
On top of the ones you already have.
I like this one. BST is banjo string tuning, isn't it? That's very true. It's very good. Yep. By the time I finish
I'm not
tuning,
sure it
it's,
is
it's
actually,
GMT plus 2. Yeah. Yeah. And as Audrey says, I have themes every week. So last week was Sea Sunday, and I need to come up with the theme for next Sunday. And I said I would do a poll on my Facebook group. So I'm going to do that actually right after this. And so if you want to add your ideas for themes on my Facebook poll, then come over to my Facebook group. Sorry, I didn't mean to keep plugging. I just suddenly realized that I hadn't chosen the theme yet. And I said I would do that poll. So I will do that. But before I forget, and before we do our last song, here is the PayPal
Yes.
link one more
You've
time.
been very good at remembering, and I've been very bad at forgetting.
You're very good at forgetting, actually.
I'm very good at forgetting. That's what it is.
If you'd like to tip all three of us, then that is the link, paypal.me/Herd Collective, and that will go to all three of us, and it will be very appreciated, but no pressure.
But thank you so much for your tips, and we split them with the guests, so we're very grateful for your kindness and generosity every week, both in tips and patronage, and just being here.
Absolutely.
Your presence is presence.
Very good. All right, I think we're ready for some music if you are.
Yeah.
Yeah, are we ready? Here's a song that we haven't done
Scary.
before. Here's another song we haven't done before. I mean, this tonight is basically songs I haven't performed in a long time or ever. So, but this is a song I've loved for a long time, so I'm really glad finally to have a chance to learn it. Thank you, Jessie, for the request, for the suggestion. And this is a Joni Mitchell classic, and I even mention it in one of my own songs. So, extra points for anybody who guesses which song it is that I mention it in. I think you might know what it is already.
Just before we start, am I in the right key?
So, definitely not.
No. Good, have you checked?
There you
Just play the chord again.
go. There you go.
There. No. Oh, there it is.
There
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Perfect.
Yeah. Cool. I think we're ready to go. So this is one of Jessie's favourite songs as well, and it's a song by Joni Mitchell.
I think it's beautiful words that just listen to the words.
It's very much about like a life cycle, and actually, it gave me another idea for what I should. Yeah, I've got a theme coming up that's all about aging, so this could maybe go in it. Anyway, here we go. So we're ready to go. This is
ready.
Joni Mitchell's "The Circle Game."
Yesterday, a child came out to wonder. Caught a dragonfly inside a jar. Fearful when the sky was full of thunder, and tearful at the foot of a star. And the seasons, they go round and round, and the painted ponies go up and down. We're captured on the carousel all the time. We can't return, we can only look behind from where we came, and go round and round and round, circle game.
Then the child moved 10 times round the seasons, skated over 10 clear frozen streams. Words like "when you're older" must appease him, and promises of someday make his dreams. And the seasons, They go round and round, and the painted ponies go up and down. We're captive on a carousel of time. We can't pretend, we can only look behind from where we came and go round and round and round the circle game.
16 springs and 16 summers gone now. Cartwheels turn to cartwheels through the town, and they'll tell you, take your time, it won't be long now, till you drag your feet to slow the circles down. And the seasons, they go round and round, and the painted ponies go up and down. We're captive on the carousel of time. Can't return, we can only look behind from where we came and go round and round and round in a circle game.
So the years spin by, and now the boy is 20. Though his dreams have lost some grandeur coming true, there'll be new dreams, maybe better dreams in plenty, before the last revolving year is through.
And the seasons, they go round and round, and the painted ponies go up and down. We captured on the carousel of time. We can't return, we can only look behind from where we came and go round and round and round in a circle game.
And the seasons, they go round and round, and the painted ponies go up and down. We're captive on a carousel of time. We can't return, we can only look behind from where we came and go round and round and round in a circle game.
Hey, we did it.
Well done.
Joni Mitchell, Circle Game.
Love Joni. Thank you for
She's
that
so-
suggestion.
She's so brilliant.
So hopefully that has sent you into a nice lullaby slumbery time. So and hopefully we will see you this week some more. We've got, of course, another lineup for you planned next week. But in the meantime, you can see Carrie Ann on Thursday night. You can
Daisy
see,
on Sunday night.
Well, Jessie.
Jessie
in
on
person,
Friday in
On Friday, if you
Camden.
want to go to Camden Market.
Don't crowd her out though. Keep your
yeah.
2 meters.
And then I'm on Sunday, so you can see us all individually. And then, of course, the Herd Collective will be back on Tuesday as usual for our regular live streams.
And we should also just warn everyone that the week after next we're going on a Wednesday.
Yes, in fact, yeah, this is kind of the first time we've announced this, but we're doing a Green Note takeover. So we'll be doing a special live stream for the Green Note, which is an amazing venue in Camden, talking of Camden. And they've invited us to take over and do our own Herd Collective stream on their channel, which is a brilliant channel. And that's on Wednesday night, so that's in 2 weeks, more than 2 weeks.
I can't remember the exact date. Is it the 29th or 30th of July?
No, it's the 29th of July.
29th of July on a Wednesday.
It's the 29th of July. 29th of July.
So
definitely
next week we'll be here on Tuesday, and then the week after that we'll be on a Wednesday on the Green Note pages, but we will share the stream on the Herd Collective Facebook. I don't think you can share it in the same way on YouTube, but head over to the Green Note pages in 2 weeks' time. Just a warning.
Yeah, indeed. Yeah. Well, no, warning is the wrong word. I mean, an announcement.
Warning like that we won't be here on the Tuesday.
Yeah. But we'll certainly be sharing watch parties from the Herd Collective page, so you can still get our notifications, and you'll find it that way. But we'll be posting the link as well. So, but yes, thank you so much for listening. Thank you for your wonderful comments.
Thank you everyone for your lovely comments here. Everybody has loved having you here, Jessie. So thank you so much, Jessie Reid, for being our amazing guest.
Jessie Reid. Thank you so much.
Just so everyone remembers, Reid is REID.
Yeah, exactly. And you can find her Jessie Reid Music, IE and then EI. So Jessie with an IE and Reid with an EI. So like a palindrome, kind of. So thank you so much to Jessie Reid. Please do follow her social media, and we'll see you this week, hopefully. And thank you so much for listening.
We've been heard.
Thanks so much, everybody. Good night.
Good night, everyone. Mwah.